guys, welcome back to the Imaxit football channel. I'm your host JD. If you're new, please do consider smashing that like button, sharing, and definitely subscribing. It's very much important. We are on our way to 3,000, so definitely get us there if you have any chance to. All right, and if you're a member of the channel a while back, keep on doing that great work because you really and truly support it, because it helps us grow and it helps us engage with other individuals and stick to our plan that we have for this channel. So anyways, we are back today to give you guys some Reggae Boyz abroad, where which we try to go through at least 5 to 6 of the players that that's connected to the Reggae Boyz, and what they are actually doing, and in particular towards those few days, or at least 7 days. All right, yes, so it's a weekly thing. And then we have to talk about the Champions League draw, round of 16, and then definitely we have to go through the EPL as well to make our additional predictions. And obviously, if we have other information pops up in the stream, we are going to definitely discuss that as well. So let me start first with the personnels inside the chat, because those are the ones that's to get their bless up from early. But if you have missed the content, please do leave your thoughts in the comment section as well. All right, yes man, so thanks very much for being here. All right, let me start with the chat. We have Warren here. Blessings, football fans. It's good to see our boys performing at the highest level. We hope more of our players can work hard and join these players. Please remember to share. Yes, massive respect, Father Warren. Professional Pro Club said Jamaica need a Unai Emery at a high-level tactical coach that understands how to use psychology to get the best out of the players, not rigidity. Algrimson. Okay, all right. So you're already starting to fight Mr. Algrimson already. Damn, wow. All right, okay, so we see where the show starts. My goodness. Enough respect, JD, aka the chop it up boss. All right, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. I'm sure that hope all is well with you and the fam. Kevin Jones says, bless up, JD. Bless up to you and everyone else in your family. Then we have Lansley checking as well. The pastor, massive respect. Wesley All checking as well. Very early. Thanks very much. Then we have our brother Chris Smith, massive respect. Timur, Peter King, massive respect. All right, Marcelo in the building, Island Cart in the building, Orlando Emmons in the building. All right, we have a lot of people in the building early, you know. All right, DNA, massive respect. Dockland, big up yourself. Jamaican football highlight, big up yourself. All right, we have Dima checking, and we have the great Jason No Ferran checking as well early. All right, so let me start with the conversation first. All right, yes. We have to start with the Premier League first, so we can lead into the Champions League, because I have a strong feeling that it's going to lead into the Champions League. All right, we had some results, some shocking results, yes, and some valiant efforts. When situations present itself, people still got over those lines. All right. So, anyways, the games on Saturday, the 5th of November, ended. Leeds came out victorious yet again, a 4-3 over Bournemouth. You can look at this two sides. You can look at this to say that Leeds, they are pretty much inconsistent, and they are not in their full development as yet. But the fighting spirit is there with the coach, Jesse Marsh. He's doing a good job to keep them fighting. All right, and I think the Leeds fans might just expect too much from the coach right off the bat. And you have to always remember, when you're talking about teams that numerous managers came through and transfer windows passed, it's hard to get them working on the same level. So you should always remember that. And I think that's what's reaching Jesse Marsh there at Leeds. But he still turned up to get two big results back to back over Bournemouth, even though these are the teams that should cement him to be in the Premier League or not. But at the same time, he followed up the Liverpool win with a win here over Bournemouth, and that sets them alight. Bournemouth on the flip hand side, they have started life way better after Scotty Parker said that they can't play football, you know, or they are no good. They came out and showcased to people that sometimes just the fighting spirit in the camp can get you over, get you places even if you don't have the capable individuals to sustain it. All right. So sometimes the beliefs, as what they've always said, sometimes hard work beat talent. So I can say that Bournemouth, they're getting results because sometimes hard work beat talents that does not work hard enough. And we've seen enough of that in the Premier League. Teams that are stacked with talented players just not catching on to the coach's mentality. You understand me? And they do drop short a lot of times. So it's tough, but Bournemouth making the best of that situation. All right, Bournemouth making the best of that situation of those teams that's not working hard enough to get themselves out there. All right, then you have Manchester City. Started off this one beautiful, passing about the ball around, revolutionary as what you know, trying to keep that that passing per game up closer to the 1,000 mark. So that is something revolutionary, believe me. They took the lead, and then right after that, Cancelo, I don't know what went through his brain there, because even if he had let the player through, it was not a clear goal opportunity. But I thought that he just wanted to use a shoulder barge, but the shoulder barge just came off wrong. I know people will try to compare him with Trent Alexander-Arnold and say, see, you saw we tell that he can't defend? No, I thought that he meant to do something completely different. You get me? It just turned. It was smart from the Fulham player. Smart from the Fulham player to put his body in a position that it's much more harmful to him. And people can say he was stupid to even go into that challenge. You know? Yes, you can say all you want on that. I have no problem. And it's a fair thing if you're going to say that. All right, because he left himself to for people to criticize him because it was a challenge that he never needed to actually go into, to be honest. It was a challenge that he never needed to go into. And it makes it a very, very difficult night for City. City went down pretty much in the 26th minute to 10 men. But they had shown something that showcased to me that they are taking football to a different level. All right? To a different level. After the 10 men, you have Fulham, that is a very good team. We have watched them a lot. Remember, we have our boy Bobby Reid playing for that team. All right. We have our boy Bobby Reid playing for that team, and they're a consistent team. They try to do everything at a reasonable level. They don't over push their boundaries. They know their level. You get me? Just as what I've said first. And I think we're going to keep on saying this throughout the stream to say that hard work beats talent majority of the time. So Fulham is one of those teams that mixed with talents, yes, and some that has already passed their peak, but they know their level. They know what they can do. You get me? So they don't push out. Maybe some people would say that was the thing that armed them against City because they should have took more risk. But I want to tell you that it doesn't matter if they had took more risk. It kind of matter, you know, because I think it would have ended worse for them. It would have ended worse for them, to be honest, because City at that time, they had composers of the ball. So it weren't leaving their feet. And the more you come and close up the gaps, they're going to get it over the top and they're going to control the ball because they're the best passing team, no doubt. And it's not even close in the Premier League. All right. So I don't think Fulham did anything bad. Fulham tried their best to keep themselves in the game. But I know that is just age of coming from people to say that City should have lost the game. I understand that is just age coming out from people there. For reasons I don't know. I think you should be admiring the football. I know the tactical breakdown went there. All right. So 60, I think it was what, 60th minute, 66th or something like that. They brought on Phil Foden and and Erling Haaland at the same time. And that kind of changed a lot more because now they are still down to 10 men, you know. But Erling Haaland, he plays in behind the two centre backs or the centre back and the right back. He's always towing the line between the back four. So what that does, it occupies two players. So what that does, it nullified the advantage that Fulham had at that time. You get me? Yeah, it nullified the advantage Fulham had at that time. And made it a level playing field. So Fulham couldn't get on the ball, even though they had struggled to get on the ball before. But it even got even worse because Alan was so much of a big presence, it caused so much problems. And it opened space for Phil Foden to cut inside and create a little bit more overlap situation. Kevin De Bruyne can get more space and more freedom to pick out longer balls. He had gotten Alan in, and one Haaland scored a beautiful goal, but they said it was marginally offside, which I thought that it was slightly offside, and it doesn't matter what the distance is, it's still offside. All right, yes. So then after a clumsy challenge from Anthony is one of the United States national players, brought down Kevin De Bruyne in the box in a tricky position as well, because people keep on talking about it stupid, but it was a tricky position as well he got himself into. You get me? Because if he never brought him down, Kevin De Bruyne is one of the is the skillest player in the Premier League, or maybe the most educated footballer in the Premier League. No disrespect, and I think that meant no disrespect by saying that. I think he's a good chunk, the most educated player in the Premier League. You get me? Yes, and he knew exactly what he's going to do to get that, and he won the penalty, not the best penalty from Haaland, but in a sense, it still works in the end. All right. Yes. So that made it 2-1 for City, and City jumped to take the top spot to put themselves on 32 points. Arsenal had to come the next day. All right. So the other following matches, a point apiece from the game, which is Nottingham Forest versus Brentford. Yes, that's another game that we had Jamaicans in. All right, so let me just go through that game right here, and then I am going to go through the comment section. All right, yes, let me just get the game right here on the screen so we can show it to you, and then we can get the comments up and running. All right, yes, because we have to go through Ethan Pinnock, because he's definitely back to his best. All right, so guys, remember, as you come in, please do smash the like button. Let we still end on 150 likes at least. All right, yes, man, and share the content around. That's how other people will actually find us. All right, brilliant, Bailey, brilliant performance against Manchester United. With words cannot explain. All right, sac passe. Then we have Sir W1, blessings, thanks for being here. Dr. Dan, big up yourself, thanks for being here. Best of all, good evening. All right, Speed XG, big up yourself, man. Flavor Max, we know what we get from Flavor Max, nothing. Bestest documentary, massive respect, thanks for being here. Then we have Shaq Poe. All right, blessings, Shaq Poe. We excuse Flavor Max statement because we know what he wants to come here with a propaganda. Yes, and he can't see the bigger picture of what we're trying to bring forward for the people. All right, yeah. Damien, bless up, thanks for being here. Yes. Richard said Bala, Liam Bailey, Oli Emmanuel, King Selassie. Oh my God. All right. I guess we are going to get a lot of that, but we are going to get to Liam Bailey when the time comes, because all of the other players played as well. And, we have to give everyone their respect, because that's what we pride ourselves on, being respectful and very much intelligent. Good evening. All right. Man City, and looks like them never down 10 men. World-class team. Yes, that is actually a world-class team. You get me? Yes. Professional Pro Cup said, I always say I would prefer Bailey pace in and finish as a striker. We had a conversation about that in the past, but maybe you guys won't remember, because maybe we don't have the same channel to explain that to you. At work, yes, man, no problem. All right, Bailey got carried away many times. All right, we're not going to stay in the Bailey conversation. We're going to go to Mr. Ethan Pinnock, because Ethan Pinnock put in a brilliant performance. Yes, very, very much educated performance as well. So we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to everything. Ara said, big up Captain JD from Imaxit Radio Show. All right, thank you very much. All right, Triple E, massive respect. Thanks for being here. And then we have RR. All right. And then Flavor Max in the chat screaming out, say I'm blacklisting him. And all I'm just trying to say to the human being is to say that we are going to respect everyone, and we are going to respect the show, because people do watches this as a podcast or a radio. So we want to not pay too much attention to Flavor Max. You get me? Alone. You get me? Everyone else played. So anyways, 2-2 draw here. Nottingham Forest starts to pick up points, even though people said that they made so much signings and they are not gelling fast enough. Well, they are getting points, so that is very, very good. Morgan Gibbs White was actually on the goal scoring sheet there. He could possibly play for Jamaica as well. Yes, and then you have Mbuemo and Wiza scored for Brentford. All right, so Ethan Pinnock, as you can see here, got a 7. Getting back to his best, to be honest. I saw that he's creating waves by going forward, stocking into midfield, closing the gaps, expanding the gaps when the times do permit it. So you can see that the guy is a very, very much intelligent player. All right, so if you go there and watch this, I think this is one of the guys that we have to go forward with. If this guy cannot produce something for Jamaica, I don't think Jamaica have much place going, because he's definitely our best defender by a country mile with his education, and we need people like him to put it down to whoever we're gonna have around the team. Latibodir, King, whoever we are going to have in the future. You need a personnel like this to do it. All right, so 90 minutes played here, 9 clearances, 1 shot block, 2 interception, 1 tackle, 2 of 2 ground duels, 5 of 7 aerial duels. Last possession only 16 times, and 1 time was fouled in the game. He had 89 touches, lost the ball only 16 times. All right, so I can tell you it's a very good performance from him. All right, yes. Passing accuracy on the night was 78%, because he attempted 63 passes, completed 49 of 63, which is very, very good. Long balls, he completed 2 out of 7 on the night, and around 2 of the balls, even though it was not connected, it never connected. It's still the intention was good. It's just the player never read it well. So out of 2 of the passes there. All right, so you can go and watch that game to check it out for yourself. And he had 1 shot off target. Brilliant, brilliant game. I thought if they had gotten the win, he would have easily well gotten an 8.5. And I thought this was an 8.5 performance. Was a very, very good performance coming in from Ethan Pinnock. So talented lad there. We're gonna switch over to West Ham first for a minute, and then we'll get onto the Liam Bailey, because obviously it's tougher for we to stay on Liam Bailey, because it's gonna overshadow everything. Anyways, Wolves lost to God, and Brighton 3 goes to 2. Brighton seems to be one of the top tier teams in the Premier League, which I told people that they're going to continue on that level. All right, very good win for them again. Trossard, yet again, it showcased that maybe Belgium has a new step up to come. All right, because Trossard and the others doing well, as the young lads them coming off the back of the new generation. Are the new sensation group with Eden Hazard, KDB, Lukaku, Company, Vatanga, Alawero, all of those guys in. All right, you have new individuals coming up, and they're doing bits in the Premier League. All right, so 3-2 there for Brighton. Then you have Everton lost to Leicester City. We told you that Leicester City will pick up because of experience. They did just that. They won 2-0 again, flying themselves up the table. All right, because they keep on pulling off wins over wins over wins over wins. And then you have Sunday now, which is the big games. Arsenal dominated Chelsea. All right, dominated Chelsea. All right, dominated Chelsea. The 1-0 really kind of flattered Chelsea, to be honest. The 1-0 kind of flattered Chelsea, to be honest. Very much flattered them. I thought that Chelsea was very, very poor in the game. I'm very sorry. They were very, very poor, and Obviously, it's a new coach that came in, so people will not look at it as crisis at this point. But definitely, they need to do much better. As you can see, they crept up to 44%, 5 shots at home, 1 shot on target. To compare with Arsenal, 56%, 14 shots, 2 shots on target, 9 off target, 3 blocks. All right. Corners 6 out to 4, offside 3 for Chelsea, 19 fouls committed for Chelsea compared to 13, 5 yellow cards for Chelsea compared to 2. So it clearly tells you that they could not stop the young guns. Arsenal, as you can see here, 3 big chances missed. 3 big chances missed for Arsenal. And no, 2 big chances missed out of the 3. All right. Yes. So Arsenal had the lion's share, and Arsenal proving to people that maybe they are here to stay. Let me know in the comment section if you think that they are here to stay. I truly believe so. And it's not because they're the best team, but it's a combination of the other teams are not really good. Expected, like Liverpool is not as good as what we expected from them. Man United, we expected them to rise. But they are not rising as fast. Tottenham, definitely no good. To be honest, yes, we have to just be honest, flat out. We're not disrespecting the team, then, but we have to just tell you the truth. All right. Yes, some of those teams are not good, and Chelsea looks like they're going to lay down. And I can honestly tell you that maybe Newcastle or Brighton will take one of those teams' space. I honestly believe so. All right. Yes. So anyways, now let me move on to the next one now. So after that, we have Aston Villa defeating Man United 3 goals to 0. Let me know your man of the match for this game. Tell me the man of the match for this game, since of you guys talking, but I know a lot of them don't watch the game. So let me know the man of the match for this game. All right. Yes. For this game, we're going to go through it now, which is Aston Villa and Manchester United. We're going to bring the big screen because it's one of our player. So we have to bring up the big screen here. Let me go through the comment section. Drop your man of the match them very fast, guys. So we have 65 people here. Thanks very much for being here. Please do smash the like button. Let me match the amount of viewers with the likes, and let me keep on sharing. We have the Champions League to go to right after that, and then we'll finish on the Cameroon versus Jamaica. All right. Triple E said, like I said before, all the best for Bailey and any other JA players. I always want to see the best for our players, because it only helps our future endeavors for other players to come. 100% Triple E, and that's what I pride myself and stand for. Then we have Brian Burke, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, big boss. Then we have Lee Young in the building. Big up, big boss. Pinochet is top class, so is Antonio, but Bailey is flamboyant. Okay, all right. Liam Bailey and Whisper is the best winger and forward respectively that Jamaica have ever produced, without any apology to the Phoenix haters. Yard and abroad, Jarastafari. Wow, the chat is getting very, very grimy at this point. All right, we're gonna keep it under control. Yes. For a defender, and he lost the ball 16 times. That's too much, Tevin. I think that's not too much, and you need to go and watch the game. That's the first thing, Tevin. Go and watch the game, and go and watch other defenders, and we're going to make sure we do it here. Because you just said that, we're going to click up Lindelof here. Lindelof, let me see how much touches he had in the game. He had 65 touches in the game, 93% passing, but they dominated the back row. So I think they should have much more better passes and not lost the ball too much. All right. Yes, I'm trying to see it here. Touches. He completed 56 of 60. All right. Touches 65. Possession lost 4 times here. All right. So that's Lindelof. Martinez. Let me see how much possession last year. He had 105 touches, right? All right. Possession lost 11 times, and they dominated the game. So let me look at the team that never dominated the game here. And you're going to see 61 touches here. Passes, 90%, 44 of 49. And where is the possession last year? Possession lost 5 times here. All right. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. All right. Possession lost 5 times with Kanza here. They did better today, but they normally have way higher stats there. Possession lost when you're a carrier in a 5 system, it is not bad because he's going into defensive midfielder areas as well. All right. And hope you keep the same energy when we are dissecting your player. All right. Yes. When it comes track and field, only the best of the best rep our country. So when Blake said we don't need the best players, it says a lot about the mindset. We are going to get on that. Butler have a next winger I saw on trials in Spain. Terrible to technically accurate and good dribbler. Okay. Let me know his name. And then we have Maislin. Good morning, analytical boss. Thanks very much for being here, man. Hope all is well with you and the family. Which of the 2 goals is between Telemans and Digne? We are going to get into that, boss Thomas. Arsenal beat up my side. Chelsea was poor for true, JD. Was hard to watch. Yes, man. But at the same time, we can say that maybe they will be better in the future because we saw a Brighton team playing really good football because he left them in that state. Now he has better players, so give him a little chance. That's why I said it's not about the talent, about the hard work and where you are in your development. That's who will win. And that's why I said don't sleep on Brighton and Newcastle this season. All right. Yes, man. Brother, you are boring out the show. Talk about Bailey. No, you can't tell me. You can't tell me about that, brother. This is people. You have other people don't subscribe to the madness, very few people subscribe to the madness. All right. Yes. All right. 3-1, JD, not 3-0. Yes. Sorry about that. All right. All right, 3-1. Yes, thank you very much. And hopefully you guys correct everybody as well. Like on the bad me up every day. Ramsey was the man of the match, not because I'm Jamaican. It is the truth. Finally, you said the truth. Because I was waiting for people to come. Because yesterday I was telling my Ryan said, listen to me, bro. Ramsey runs the show. And ironic, every time we come here and beat up chest about Bailey, it's always Ramsey give him the assist and we don't give the youth no respect. Do you know that he can play for Jamaica as well? So we need to be careful how we deal with the people, all right? Can you never may know if one of his family watching our stuff. All right, Ramsey was the clear man of the match, was the clear best player in the park. Even though he might have a goal went against him, but he had an assist and a goal because he created Bailey's goal. But yet still we're not talking about him. So, and let me save that for the next show. Because remember, guys, we haven't covered our Netflix series Captain. We just stir up the pot and make people talk about it. That's how we did it in one of our show. But we have our own show for it. And we're going to make a panel so the people can come and speak their mind. All right. We are not going to censor anyone. Ramsey was the man of the match. All right. Thank you very much. At least you're honest to yourself. Lee Young. Ramsey, easily the man of the match. Okay. Wow. So you tell me, me have all of the people who watch football then. Clearly. All right. So see propaganda people, man of the match, one Leon Bailey. The man does wicked, That is just pure wickedness, You understand me? The next guy can play for Jamaica too as well, Martinez was excellent. Yes. The only thing I never liked when he body checked Liam Bailey as well. I think he plays too strong for a little human being. That little one named Martinez. He plays too strong for a little human being because Liam Bailey trying to show his passion to say that, yes, I'm here and I want to be in Good Evening team. You get me? And I want to show myself and stuff. Man, running up, the man trying to close off the spaces. He's doing a good job. Martinez, whoop, and then ribs. And then Liam Bailey trying to run again. And they need us come and winded him. Yo, the butcher is a right name. They do give him the butcher, Martinez. I think we should not look at his size. He's a true talent. All right? Don't look at his size, guys. That man is a beast of a human being. He nearly broke you, Liam Bailey. Bailey was down for around 20 minutes. Yes, man, the butcher got him. You get me? So we need to be careful, all right? Yes, we need to be careful. Man of the match is the whole Villa team first, I see. Okay. No, but Pro Club. Give Ramsey him credit, man. Because you beat Ramsey all the while. So give Ramsey him credit. The youth was very good. We need the JFF to get Ramsey in the squad. People, please remind to okay, yes, remember to hit the like button. Travis Peso, check in. All right, massive respect, big boss in there. Nigril, all right, thanks. JD, do you think Ramsey somewhat interested to play for Jamaica? Well, tell you what, a lot of things going on with Jamaica Federation and the players, and I think a lot need to be changed before we can even go to attempt to get to these guys, because these guys are young, very talented, performing good. It's hard to roll them here. So our whole mentality, which I told you guys for 2 years, need to be changed in order for we to lure these guys here. I thought JD was going to tell Tevin to look up the difference between last and lost. Oh God, no, Leon, we don't, JD up. Continued blessing. Thank you very much, Sose. Then we have Shola from Nigeria. We have some Nigeria contents coming up maybe tomorrow or Friday, tomorrow or the next day. All right, that's Wednesday. All right, so look out for that, Shola. Thanks very much for being here. All right, massive respect. Pagan, I'm checking. Massive respect. Hey, JD, morning. You should say good evening, Hamilton, because your boy did a good job today. Martinez is due a red card. He can't keep playing like that. Yes. But the problem with him, I think he doesn't care. He's just a rough player. You know why I know he's a rough player? Inside the box, after he took out Liam Bailey, he went and still tried to take out a man after. But the only good thing is he won the ball. So you're not going to get him to play any other way. He's just that rough hosiery. He's small, so maybe he's just trying to make sure people know that he's big in his spirit. Ramsey was the man of the match. Yes. From stats, Ramsey is deservedly the man of the match. Not from stats, Sheridan. Watching the game, the guy was the best player on the park. And the entire park. We have to find a way out to give people credit, Even though I know that Sheridan not trying to take away credit from me. Good day, Mr. JD. How are you doing? We are glad to have you all. Okay, no problem with Wizard, but it's okay. I know the fight make the streams in nicer, and that's why you guys are always here. It's very early, and you can see that we have the numbers as always. I thought JD was going to tell. Oh no. DNA said that was true. Yes, massive respect. Shola, big up yourself, man. You need to join me on one of the Nigerian streams. All right, Bailey scored a very good goal, but Ramsey, Douglas Luiz, and the goalie Martinez was fire. Bearings Accessories Limited. Thanks very much. Dr. Dan, he have to play strong, JD. He's 5'6". Oh, you see, people said he's 5'10". No, people saying he's 5'6". How tall is this guy? All right. So anyways, we are going to put up Ramsey and Liam Bailey statistics there. We are going to go through them. Yes, just to prove to people that we are not lying. All right. Because you will have some people still come in as delusional because maybe that's why I told Ryan to be careful. Explain to them, and Ryan explained to them that it's a poll, who people would want the man of the match to be, not necessarily the football on the pitch. All right. Yes. All right, so I tell Ryan to be careful. So he has to be careful because people would watch that, and when they come here, they might think that I'm lying to people when all I'm doing is just being honest. And all Ryan is doing is pretty much reporting from a side what he saw it. All right, yes, and actually pointing to a direction where the Aston Villa players, Aston Villa people wanted him to do so good, so they're going to vote for him the man of the match. But reality, it was Jacob Ramsey, man. Ramsey was a true talent, man. Emily Martinez, that is not the Man U Martinez. Martinez strong for true. JD, laugh out loud. Why him so short and tough? They call him the butcher for a reason, guys. That simply means he's not a soft soap. All right, for a reason. That's why they call him the butcher. All right, JD isn't interested in. Interesting. We have so much players in EPL. That's all. That as J Heritage, it proves to me that we truly have natural talent within our genetics. All right, fair enough. The difference with Villa is great tactical coach that is very good at conveying conditioning players. Okay, fair enough. It's just one game. Yes, Bailey was excellent for the first 30 minutes, but fell all the way off after that, especially after he got elbowed in his belly. Still doing too much with the ball, spinning around, but excellent Excellent goal from Joseph Brown. All right, fair enough. All right. Boston said they don't want any competition, JD. So be careful. Or you're reminding people Ramsey can play for Jamaica. Well, we have to do our job, So we have to tell the people the truth. I did not like what Martinez did to Leon Bailey, but that was not right. Yes, but I think Leon Bailey trying to overdo it a little bit too much because Leon Bailey wants to be started in the team and he wants to show the coach that he wants to work hard. So the butcher show him that, listen to me, man. I am here to make the Argentina team. And you're not going to style me. I'm going to show you something today, and he did give it to him. So, anyways, the two individuals that played very well. Leon Bailey was one of them. Emiliano Martinez, the Argentine, was good as well. I thought that he had to be good. I thought that the back line deserved more. Kansas deserved more because they really tried to lock out United because United pretty much sit in front of Aston Villa's half for the entire game, to be honest. It's just the counters from Aston Villa was good today, to be honest. United still dominated the midfield area and also should have created way more out of those in runnings in around the box, to be honest. It's just because I think Cristiano Ronaldo is just not fluid enough to pull off Ten Hag's game, and I think that's what's arming United. If they were more fluid in the system, they still came back and win from 3-1. I'm telling you, the amount of chances they had to create at one point. Garnacha should make the right decision and literally played it back to Aston Villa player right inside the 6-yard box. They got shots after shots to put up there. They never did. So it was not like a masterclass from Aston Villa, to be honest. It was a poor United showing. I think it's more of a poor United showing than a masterclass from Aston Villa. I have to give them credit for the win, but it was not a masterclass from them. I think they got pinned in a lot more times, and United was very poor on the night, and they got pinned in way more than I would like if it was a masterclass, in my opinion. So let me know, guys, in the comment section if it was a masterclass from Aston Villa or it was a poor showing from Manchester United, or it was a combination of both. And if so, let me know how much you would give the masterclass or the combination or the United poor showing. Let me know. All right. I always said Ramsey is not a CM. He should play as a inverted winger that Gerrard wanted. See, great coach put him in his best position attacking. All right, fair enough. All right, so let me go through the stats here. So Ramsey 8.3 on the Saka Sofa score, which is all statistic based. Yes, all right. And we have watched the game and we inclined to say that he was the man of the match. 90 minutes played, 1 goal, 1 assist, 54 touches, and that 54 touches playing in an attacking role. It was a very good passing rate from him, which is 75%, 24 out of 32. All of his main balls, them really latched on. All right. Key pass 1 in this one. He attempted 1 crossing. It was not completed. The long ball 1 of 3. Big chances created 1. Shot on target 1 goal there. Dribbles attempted only 1. And the ground duels, he did well in that one, which is 8 out of 10. So he did a very good job there. Last possession 16 times in the game, which you always know that because he's the personnel trying to force the team forward. All right. And the passes, bad passes are on the line passes are also named in the last position as well. Was fouled 2 times because he was the personnel, the bright spark of creativity. Clearance, 1 clearance there, 1 interception, and 6 tackles. 6 tackles completed in this game. 6 tackles. All right. The reason why he never got a 9 out of 10 was because he scored the own goal. That's why he never got a 9 out of 10. So, to be honest, I think this guy was very good at everything. Defensively, attacking, everything. He was the engine of the team and no doubt the man of the match. The man even put in a defensive. You see, that's what I'm talking about, All right, so Richard said you're 8 for Phoenix players and their high quality technically, which is undeniable via Bailey exploit exploits in EPL is so low, JD. Whisper of a rise. So what does that have to do with me? I'm talking about the players, what they did. I never made up these stories, Richard. I'm telling you why I think this guy was the undoubtable man of the match, and you can look at what he did. We are going to move over to Bailey now. Why you can't live on the logical side for one day, Richard? You must be a fake account. All right, yes. Masterclass from Chippy, 9 out of 10. Demo gave him wow, Demo. So then, if you give him a 9 out of 10, how much you would give it? Jacob Ramsey. I would wait for that one. All right. Brother, from you say it wasn't a masterclass by Villa. Your basic analysis. Okay, all right, fair enough. All right. I want to hear from Demo. So, anyways, Liam Bailey get a 7.2 on this. He played 70 minutes, had a goal, 2 shots on target. None off target, which is good, 100% there. Dribbles attempted 4, completed 2, which is 50%. That is decent, just the same. Are good. I would say 50% of your duels. That is definitely good, especially in dribbling. And his dribbles are in the danger area, so that is good. 29 touches of the ball. That is okay. That is good based on how the setup of the Aston Villa team, and they were getting pinned back. So for you to get 29 touches is still a lot. All right. Ramsey was good, but not better than Bailey. Demo, why in the world you come to that conclusion, brother? Wow! I really want Demo call in and explain to me. If you can talk your way out of this, Demo, today, God come. God come, Demo. God come. Me know me plug in the phone because I want to hear from Demo. Demo said Ramsey got a 8 and Bailey got a 9. No, man. Brother, me sorry. Me want to hear from Demo. Me need to hear from Demo. Me don't know what Demo can explain to me in a football. He look at me never learn nothing at school. Nothing at all at school. All right? And that is not no age to nobody. It was clear this man was the main bright spark. Send the link. Remember, I'm not going to lament on this too long enough. From we explain the point about this game, we're not going to talk about Liam Bailey and the damage the show anymore. We want to continue finish the show. We have Liverpool to talk about. We have the Champions League, but I want to hear which view. I want to hear from Dima so bad because this is why me know Dima can't come go through. Me don't know what in the statistic where I show me and what me sip on the field where me not say wrong. Good. Me want to help me out. Me want to help me out on that side, but I have not. I think Jacob Ramsey was not just the best on Aston Villa; he was the best on the entire field. So a 8 would have been extremely disrespectful if you're going to give Liam Bailey a 9. If you give Liam Bailey a 9, Ramsey would have been the only 10 player because he did more defensively than anybody on the field, more attacking than anybody on the field, and he was the dictator of the pace on the field. He was the one dictating the pace when Aston Villa had any advantage. No, remember, he was the one setting up Liam Bailey them, you know. So he's the one dictating the tempo. He has the better defensive stats because he was the one defending and he was the one attacking. So it's hard for me to give him an 8. Even with the own goal. And for the statistic sheet to show you that even with the own goal, he still had a higher score, 1+ points than Liam Bailey. That show you how far he was better than everybody on the field. You understand me? So I want to hear from Demo why you would say that, you know, because I never saw that, you know, and I'm not going to come here and wrongfully tell people things, you know, at least from my standpoint. I can't live with that one, Demo. I can't live with that one. I've dropped the link, Dr. Dan. People, when they come in, make sure to smash the like button. Let me go through the rest of the Liam Bailey stats, all right? Yes, I've said the dribble. The dribble is good, which is like around 50%. That is good. The touches, 29 was good based on the situation that they found themselves in. The passes was good based on the amount of touches he had, which is 29. So 11 out of 13, very much good. Key pass, 1 on the night. Crosses attempted, only 2. That's still good for the condition that Aston Villa found themselves in. So he did good for what Aston Villa got in the game. I am not taking that away. But at the same time, we cannot take away what Jacob did in the game, which is every single thing. Even the one thing that we're hyping up Liam Bailey for, it's him created. So it's very hard for we to even attempt to say that he got a 8. No, Demo need to come and explain that. I think Demo can explain that. Ground duels, 5 out of 10, very good. Not very good, but good from Bailey. That's showcasing that he's engaging in the play a lot more. And remember, they got pinned in. All right. 8 times last possession out of 29 touches. All right. So that is okay because you're a winger and you're trying to force things being pinned back. So you see, we're factoring the situation at hand to give him even more credit. So I can understand where Demo can give him credit. You understand me? Yes. 1 foul on the day, 2 times fouled. That is good. When you're getting fouled as a winger, you're advancing the play. All right. Or you're breaking up the play for your team to get back on the ball. 1 interception and 1 tackle in the game. All right. Yes. All right. All right. So no, Ollie Watkins was doing a lot of holding up and controlling the pace too. He helped with the first goal and the last one. He played well too. Okay, so you want me to add Ollie Watkins in the number. All right, fair enough, fair enough. Ramsey is the man of the match, offensively and defensively. He was better. All right, first time here, bless up. Jason Buchanan, thanks for being here. I'm at my desk right now, so I can't call in. But boss, Bailey was direct driving. But I understand what you're saying, you know, Demo. But the problem is, every time when he was trying to do something, or Ollie Watkins, it was Jacob Ramsey dictating the pace. And dictating the pace in football is always the most important because if you have a team like Manchester United with so much talent, it's hard. It's hard for you to even be effective. So dictating the pace would be the most important. And then when you come on to actual statistics, he had the better statistic by a million miles over everyone else. You understand me? So if he's dictating the pace and actually have the better statistic, defensive, attacking, every single thing, it's almost impossible for someone else to get the man of the match. You get me? Yes. And that's why I would love to have more people outside that are not Jamaicans and just see football for what it is. Not saying Demo bias, you know. I'm not saying anyone bias, but I would love to see how people judge the game for me to have that reason. All right? Yes. So Demo will be joining us. Good day, Mr. Demo. How are you doing?
Hey boss, morning to everybody in the comment section and thing. If you hear me stop talk, or because somebody come in, I'm gonna have to sort them out. See?
I mean, why you lose your job, big man? Just explain
No
your point,
man,
go back, and then
no
come back.
man.
Because we're going to Liverpool soon.
Yeah, so here's my thing, right? I mentioned that he was direct and he was driving at defenders from minute 1. His
Mm-hmm.
impact on the game was the man dribble pass. I don't remember who it was at the time, but his impact was immediate from the start of the whistle.
Mm-hmm.
You mentioned that Ramsey was dictating play, and that's fair. But I also saw Ramsey drifting out of the game. Like for a good 20 minutes, Ramsey never have no impact in the game. He was just drifting through the game. While Leon Bailey was always involved. As soon as they get the ball and put it over Theme side, he was just
Mm-hmm.
driving at the defenders. I remember he lost the ball once and
But
he was tracking back and he took that yellow card for the team
yeah,
because he lose the
let me
ball
clear.
that time.
Good
Right?
point you brought in. You said Ramsey was drifting out.
Yeah, he was
You know,
drifting out of the game.
that is fair because that was on his attacking side. When
Yes,
we see him drifting out, he was putting in the defensive side, which is the tackles and the interceptions. But he never had that extra play. But remember, Leon Bailey is one of the outlets. So
yes.
if Leon Bailey wasn't the outlet at the time, them would have caved in and lose
Yeah,
5-3.
but we can't do if he wasn't the outlet. He was the outlet, and as soon as they get the ball, he was the attacking threat. That's what he's in the team to do. And
Yes, but
even like I say in the comment, this is an informed Manchester United. I think this is their first loss in like 9 games or something like that, right? And one of the
yeah.
best defenders in the league right now in a Martinez. As short as
Mm-hmm.
him be, he has been one of the best defenders in the league right now, right? And the man so weak, brother. Like the man just a dribble and a take on people. And his goal was excellent. It was a brilliant goal. I'm sure something they got the assist for it. but the
Yes,
man still have to
yes.
finish.
Yeah, but Demo, I like your point that point here because remember I want to discuss this here.
Mm-hmm.
You said Bailey was the outlet. Majority of
Yeah,
the balls that were Bailey getting, was
yeah.
actually Ramsey playing it out, So he was the outlet to the outlet,
Mm.
So
Yeah,
he's defending Demo. He has the best defensive stats on the entire team, the best attacking stats on the entire team, and he was the dictator place. So it's very hard. I understand you want to say
yeah,
that this was Bailey's best game.
JD, me cannot give a man the man of the match over somebody else who was so impactful for the time. Like literally, Bailey never out of the game for more than probably 10 minutes. Like he
Yeah,
was
but you
always
had two
involved
tens,
once Aston Villa had the ball.
Demo, that's the problem. You had 2 10 minute spell out of that 70 minutes that he spent on the pitch where he was out of the game because Manchester United dominated the ball so much. So even though Ramsey might be more centrally and it's hard for him to stay on the ball longer, it looks like he's out of the game longer. Bailey had
Yeah,
two spells and their wingers had two spells of 10 minutes.
yes.
Not I wouldn't say 10 minutes, around 8 minutes, where
Mhm.
Manchester United is bombarding and can't create nothing with them
Exactly.
graceful self. So I understand where you're coming from, but
But here's my thing, just to close off though, JD.
mhm,
Like, I don't know, I'm obviously wouldn't take people's opinion, even though they're a higher level than we are and whatever. We watch the game for ourselves, right?
yes,
And
yes, yes.
commentators can say what they want. But I am telling you, I don't know what feed you watch it on, but while I was watching it, the commentators were waxing lyrical about the man and said this is the man best game for Aston Villa and he was the man of the match of the game. And like I said, I not take it for nothing. But if the commentators them who watch the game they saw, so he was the man of the match. And they mentioned Ramsey as well that he played well. But them say Liam Beale was clearly the man of the match and was head and shoulders
Yeah, but we're not
everybody.
gonna factor the we're not gonna factor the commentator in, You know why?
No, me
Because
just
you
a
were the
tell
one
you,
that
me just
canceled the
a tell you.
commentator last time. You remember last war me having they cancel the commentator. Say you can't go for the
No,
commentator now.
But me just a tell you, say him say, and I think I don't know if he was voted man of the match, but the
No,
commentators were saying,
I don't know. But I said, based on what I saw and the way, the pattern of the play of the game, I
yeah,
said it was no doubt Ramsey because Ramsey was the linchpin. But you see, if he never put in no defensive work, I would
yeah.
say Liam Bailey would be the man of the match. But it's
Yeah,
because of his
yeah, criticize, but yeah, Mark down Leon Bailey for his role. Like him not supposed to do a lot of defensive work.
no, man. Me not mark down Liam Bailey because of the defensive work. Me I say
Yeah, but he
because
never do as much.
No, man. Me not talk about Liam Bailey defensive work. Me just said because Ramsey did so much defensively. So when he was pushed in and pressed back, he still put in the tackles, and he had one of the most tackles in the entire game. So that's why
Alright.
I'm saying that gave him over the edge. So even if you're gonna give Liam Bailey an 8, I would give Ramsey an 8.4 based on
So,
the
so,
fact he had the goal, the
so
assists.
the own goal, Mark down Ramsey for
That's why I'm
for
gonna give him a
turning
10.
back on the ball.
No, that's why I'm gonna give him a 10 because of the own goal. That's why I can't give him a 10 because of the own goal. So the fact that him have the most defensive work, the most attacking work, him have a goal
Mm-hmm.
and an assist on the game, it's
Yeah.
hard, Not care how we reason it out. It's hard for me to say him can't be the man of the match. You see, Bailey,
Well,
he create 6 more opportunities, like no,
yeah.
create 2 clear chances in the game. I would say, yeah, man, me would take
I
Bailey's
mean,
clear
JD,
chances.
like it's all opinionated at the end of the day. I guess you look for where you want in a game, and for me, going up against that Manchester United team who was in form, just his
Mhm.
impact, whatever impact Leon Bailey had on that game from start to the time he came off, I thought it was more vital to Aston Villa than what Ramsey did.
Yeah,
And trust me,
it's
while
fair.
watching the game
It's fair.
live in my group, the groups the moment my point out like listen to me, Ramsey need to get a whole lot of ratings, and I don't think he's given the ratings that he deserves. Like them hype up Bellingham and all of these guys, and sure him not reach that level yet, but he's an absolute baller and he played really well in the game. But I thought that the impact that Bailey had, I thought
Yes,
overall, I
yes.
thought he was the better player, and I actually never think it did close.
But remember, guys, it's not about who you think, It's we talking our football here, and based on what we see,
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so that's all we are come from. You get me?
exactly. 50 different people, 50 different mind them say.
Football giant said that this man ate Bailey with a passion. My God,
No, I don't
everything
think
we
I
just
don't
mentioned,
think JD he hit the
the
man.
statistic
No,
about the statistic department of
hold
the
on,
game.
JD. Hold on, JD. Let me just. I don't think him hate the
Fooling
man.
a man.
Like me say, it is all opinionated, and JD is seeing that we name what do you name who we are talking about?
Ramsey. Oh
Ramsey
my
had
God. The,
an overall better game. Like the two
oh.
people them can play good, and he actually said that both of them played well, but he thought that Ramsey was just better.
My God. The man
And him
said,
not even not say him better by a mile. So me not
no,
understand
but
why somebody would
him
have
said
said
the opposite. Him said the opposite says, Liam Bailey was better than a mile than Ramsey. Yes, yeah, and the man said me bias, you know. So all people got to take a serious football giant. Football giant,
no.
these are the places in a need
Uh,
for.
no, but honestly for me, I don't think it close either. I thought Bailey was the man of the match. But
All right, then fair
um
enough.
big up yourself, I'm gonna go watch.
All right, and respect.
Uh,
So Dima passed through. Football giant said, "Come on, JD, admit it. Me watch every video you put up and rate the man." Oh my God! So football giant, I lying? Ramsey never did nothing on the feeling. You know what? Um, um, football giant, me no know nothing about football, and Ramsey never do nothing. Ramsey was the worst player on the field, and Liam Beer was the best player on the field. So let we just done the conversation. That's why I don't want to have this conversation, because when it comes on to Jamaican player, we become nonsensical. We cannot reason with logics. So if a man touch the ball, it no count in a Jamaica. If a man pass the ball, it no count in a Jamaica. If a man assist the ball, it no count in a Jamaica. So me cannot stand it, because what people rate me for worldwide is what people chastise me for in Jamaica. And it's just to have common sense. It's just to have common sense and don't see no bias. If me say the player was the best player on the park, he has a goal assist, he has the most defensive contribution, he has the most attacking contribution, and he was the dictator of the play. That is every single thing in football. So the problem is, that show you cannot reason with logic. If you could have come with me and said, yeah, this is why you think Bailey. Look how Dima called me and said, he must stay with Bailey because this and that. Why him believe so? Because of the Aston Villa getting pinned back by Manchester United for 2 10-minute spells, and he saw that Bailey was one of the outlet. I love that, because he's giving me something that I never add to the conversation. But you're telling me that Bailey was the man of the match by a million mile. How that make logical sense? How that make logical sense? Come on, man. Jacobs can play for Jamaica too, football giants, but obviously he's from England, so I don't expect you to like him based on the way you comment. So I know that, because if people coming from Jamaica, you have a thing like that as well. People that supports most of these local guys, they don't necessarily like the guys I'm from England. It's just a fact. I don't know why, but it's just a fact. You understand me? I am from Jamaica, but I can look at things logically. I don't know if it's because of the outside experience. You understand me? I don't know. But I'm not here to hate on anybody. I came here and said Liam Bailey played good, one of his best games. But I still would say that Ramsey might just be the man of the match. And I explained what took me over that edge. You get me? So just explain to me. Stop attacking me. Attack the players. All right? Yes, Mr. Dre. Yes, it is true. We have a way to eat the people and for reasons I don't know. You get me? Yes, I don't know. All right, let me continue. No, we don't talk about Anthony yet, and that's why we said we just wanted to give Liam Bailey his time, but that's what people want. They want to start. Let me tell you what I want. Football giants and those guys, they just want this channel to paint as the bad 18 of Jamaican players channel, so they can hold me down. But they can't hold me down because I'm a worldwide personnel that people respect worldwide. So even if you can make your friends them don't subscribe to my channel, everybody in the world will understand who I am. You get me? So Jamaicans don't need to respect me because the world respects me. You get me? Yes. Oh, well, let me turn off this Wi-Fi. 1 second. Let me turn off this Wi-Fi. Carla, I'm not in the mood to talk about BLF for the whole day, but I'm going to give you a chance to speak, and then I'm done because I need to go to the Champions League. Good day. Yes, I'm saying I'm not in the mood to have no argument. I'm just going to give you time to speak. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, done. 5 minutes, and I'm cutting off the call. All right? Yes, done. Finish your statement, big boss.
I call him to talk about what I want to talk about. You can.
I said you have 5 minutes, caller. No, 5 minutes, caller. You're not going to mash up the show because other people watch the show, and I'm not going to turn this into. No, I said 5 minutes, brother. Don't turn cataract on me. I said 5 minutes. Explain to me what you want to add to the show. Let me keep it respectful, organized, and we have to talk about Champions League and stuff. All right? It's not about what you want to talk about. I have to limit the calls. Yeah, man. If you want vex, you vex.
I will take a minute.
No, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. You have 5 minutes. Take your 5 minutes. Say what you're saying. You have 5 minutes, sir. Go ahead, sir. Good day. Hope all is well with you and the family, and you slept well last night because you could have come and cussed today. Continue, sir.
Anyway, Arsenal win. So yesterday was a good day. Good day. I tell the people Arsenal within the league this season, and I will continue to say that.
Oh no! Before I get to so what happened yesterday because they defeated Chelsea? What you saw yesterday? Just please, before you just put a blanket statement, just please explain to me, and then you can get to your next point. Please explain to me why you think Arsenal will win the league.
No, well, I have been saying this from before the season started, because of the 3-year plan and the journey and the process and everything that we have been doing leading up to this season. So it's not just because we beat Chelsea yesterday. I've been saying this a while now.
Okay.
You understand?
You think you have the depth?
That is probably the only concern, especially party replacement. That is the only concern we have now. But we will get that fixed this coming January. But outside of that, I like how the team looks. All the positions are strong now. When you look at it, we hardly can find out a weak position in this current Arsenal team. And as I said, I am concerned a little bit about a party replacement, but we are looking into that, and we should fill that position by January.
All right. So, all right then, fair enough. No, hold on. They said the call a lot low. Sorry. Because that's why I wanted to cut out the call in here and just use the discard. Because the call in, I have to push it up, and then sometimes I forget to bring it down, and then it gives me an echo in it, and people complain about it. But no problem. Continue. But you have to join the discard so you can join the war. Because you love war, so the discard is a place for you to be, so you can chip in whenever you want.
No, man. So anyway, the caller before me, he articulated well. He said almost everything I wanted to
No,
say.
he never articulated himself well. He's saying what you want to hear, and once you hear what you want to hear, everybody articulate themselves well. What about that?
You realize, you say, I'm a war. You say 5 minutes, me I get, but you take out my 5 minutes.
You say they want 1 minute. You say they want 1 minute. You say they want 1 minute, so I'm just putting in something there. You're gonna get the time, man. Continue, boss.
So I can't give somebody props. I am the kind of person that will big up somebody, I don't have a problem to big up people, and I am saying the caller before me articulate well.
Right? So can I say the next time I want to hear you say when you disagree with somebody, you say them articulate themselves well. Once I hear you said something like that, then I will leave you on the articulation part. All right? Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Anyway, let me say my input quickly. Bailey yesterday continued to prove why he is a superstar in the making. He is a proper baller. And I've been telling people this, and I don't understand why we Jamaican are football people who have eyes and brain to think and see and watch game can't see that. And let me tell you this also. It have a Man United caller who called last week when I called and talk about Bailey. He called and he said Bailey cannot make a Man United team or any top 16 for that matter. I recall him saying that.
He's in the chat now. He's in the chat. He's gonna come on. The guy asked for the link and he's gonna come on. So you see, you will tell us where you come from.
Let me finish because I hope. You see, this is what you get for disrespecting Leon world-class baller Bailey. In the first 5 minutes, man, sink your team. So I wanted to come on the program today and call. Next time, brother, before you talk about Leon Bailey in that manner, think twice, man, because this will happen to you.
So Carl, no. Before that, I want to point. Let me challenge that point. Let me challenge your point.
One run up for 5 minutes.
No, but more on challenge your point. Each me can't just make you talk for 5 minutes and then me can't challenge your point. So I'm asking you how much you factor game by game, because maybe the person was only factoring game by game and making his assessment based off what he's seen. And enough of the games, I mean, he didn't do anything. So where that world class never come from? Enough of the games.
JD, in my opinion, some would say, but in my opinion, Leon Bailey has been consistently good so far for the season, outside of him being injured, in my opinion,
Yeah, I can't flat out. I think everybody ever disagree with you. I think because even the player disagree with you. So it's hard for you to stand on that when the player said opposite.
Well, they can disagree, but in my opinion, what I want to see from Bailey is him consistently improving game by game, and I am seeing that. And in front of our eyes, do you realize that the football gods and the luck is changing?
Mm-hmm.
His bad luck from being in England is changing right in front of our eyes.
No, it's just hard work, Carla. It's just hard. It's just hard work, Carla. This hard work, the man putting in more work. Is the team is putting in more work, and it requires more work because of the coach that is there now. So you can't say the luck. If you don't work hard, no luck can't change nothing. You have to work hard. So the man has to work hard.
No. Don't try to smile. You can't do that with me. Obviously, he has been working hard, but when I say luck, I mean he has been a little bit unlucky with the injury. In games and so forth, get a little nibble here and there. So he has been staying fit and getting a good run of games. So that's what I mean. But anyway, one thing that we talk about Jamaica football. Hold on, let me finish. We talk about Jamaica football and how much we love Jamaica football.
Mm-hmm.
One of the key ingredients that is missing from Jamaica football right now, something that can also allow us to make more money to finance our campaign better because we don't have no money, is a superstar. And the one superstar we have in the making, we're fighting him down. I've gone with that.
If you call the show every minute and you tell me say you're gone without people who can rebuff your statement, that's not fair. Then I'm not gonna answer the call next time. That's what I'm gonna do then. And you ask me to fight you. So make me show me I say then. So who is fighting Leon Bailey? Are you saying me fighting Leon Bailey? What have I said wrong today? No, in my assessment, what have I said wrong today to say I'm fighting against Leon Bailey? Because I give him credit for everything he did. But I'm just talking about someone else.
Did I say that you, JD, IMAX, is fighting Leon Bailey? I didn't say that.
No, you never said that.
I didn't say that.
You never said that. That's why I'm asking you. That's why I'm asking you. Okay, so the chat bad minding then. All right, Lord God.
No, I see the chat and I am perusing the chat all the time, and I see how people write their comments, and they tend to pick out the bad thing that he may do here and there in games, which every player have a bad few minutes or a bad moment. But I realize people tend to pick out those moments for Leon Bailey and don't talk about the other 65 great minutes that he
you realize the word. Blake. I'm gonna do 1 minute. Sorry, but you realize why your problem? You know why people cuss you on your baller? Because you know what I just say? The 65 minutes, the 65 great minutes, you only stopped off short of saying legendary. It's the overreaction to something else, because they're saying Leon Bailey passed 4 balls and Ramsey passed 400, and maybe the 400 will him pass 300 better than Leon Bailey, but you never mention Ramsey in it. You only talk about Leon Bailey great minutes. So people are gonna say a bias, so they're gonna challenge you. You understand? So maybe sometimes people support you.
But JD, my call is not about comparing or making a comparison with Leon Bailey and otherwise, My call is to call and outline how great Leon Bailey played in the game. There's a difference between my call and what. There's a difference between my call and what you're doing. You can make that comparison. My call is not to make a comparison. My call is to outline and observe and recognize.
Okay, all right, then fair enough. So, Carla, please. Carla, can I depend on you to when you're calling, even though you're gonna talk about Bailey only? Can you change
No,
about the only statement and then give me like a man of the match for the game and explain to me why? Like if maybe I don't pick Liam Billy for that match, you can explain to me the difference. Why you would go with it? Because it make the chat more entertaining, and that's all I'm saying. I want to add something more to your call, because you always call and get the extra time. So I want to add some more information to your call. That's all. All right, big man.
no problem. Well, as I started the call, I said the caller before me articulates well, and he said majority of what I wanted to say in regards to the man of the match argument. And he talked about, I will just give you some points that he made that I agree with in the interest of time. He spoke about the impact of Leon Bailey, the instant impact within that 5 to 7 minutes where he beat a few players and he scored a goal. He talked about him driving with the ball and pushing the Manu players and the back foot whenever time he had the ball. And those are some of the things that he outlined that I agree with, and it is obvious for everyone to see. He also said that the man of the match is subjective. Is based on opinion, and based on what he saw and what I saw. That is what we wanted to see. And that is why
so that's why you're okay. No, I understand why you guys use. So the criteria is what you guys have.
Ramsey worked hard. Ramsey worked hard, but then you're not going to say, okay, because he worked hard and he defended this way and defended that way. That is not predominantly Leon Bailey's job. What Leon Bailey's job is, and they prefer, and the word is predominantly, because people are gonna say, oh, in the chat, oh, everybody must defend. Predominantly mean that's not necessarily what he's there to do.
That is true. So what Liam Bailey is there to do? Score and assist and create, right?
He did his job. He did, and he did it well.
Yes, and but Ramsey was the person. But that's my argument. Look what I said. Liam Bailey is there to create, which he did well. That is true. But the most creative person on the field was Ramsey. That's the problem. You see why I had an argument. I understand what you were saying, but I had an argument because I'm saying this guy is defending, but also attacking. He has a goal and assist and created two big chances in the game, included Leon Bailey's chance. So what would you say towards that then? Yes, it's not a bad mind, my bad mind now, as what people are saying in chat. You understand where my argument came from? No, man, yeah, people in there say my bad mind. No, man, listen, caller. Jamaican Guru, caller, the OC is a hater. You understand me?
What I would want you to do, more, though, JD. And because remember, you are analyzing and breaking down the games over the weekend, Premier League games. And you zoom in a little bit more on the Jamaican players, right?
Yes.
Now, when it comes to Leon Bailey, I realized that yes, you talk the stats, but then you jump into the comparison of the man of the match. I thought you could have outlined and talk a little bit more about his impact as the game, given that he's one of our premier players. That's all I ask.
Yeah, but Fancy, I started the conversation saying that this is Leon Bailey's best game because of the situation, and he was the outlet, because every single time Aston Villa wanted to get out, obviously it's Ramsey playing the deep line balls, but Leon Bailey was one of the outlets, so he has to always remain either centrally to vocally go forward. So I've talked about that, Fancy. I think you don't literally listen to. Anytime I'm talking about Bailey, I think you're like a yes.
No, man, listen, but when they're going to say he is Ramsey boss the midfield, but Leon Bailey was one of the outlets. Leon Bailey is the outlet, and he is the outlet because of a particular reason.
Yeah, no, but
he has the ability to be the outlet.
The man say he is the outlet. All right, Fancy. All right, Fancy. We're gonna stop it. We're gonna stop it there. You see why I can't win over the Jamaican people? Because I don't talk that way. It's just me not make me give the man him credit, but the man must say I give him more credit. So have more credit. All right, big up. All right, later, yeah. All right, so that was the final call. We're gonna go through it. So the man for drop a more credit in the chat. Um, Jamaican Guru. I think you should stay as Jamaican Guru. I am the world guru. All right, it's completely different. We clearly know where you would have led to. You can't reason with logics. All right, so I will just leave it there, Mr. Jamaican Guru. JD, you better and not try to up on the Bailey wagon because this caller is the driver and he will not let you on. No, I will not. If he plays and he's the man of the match and deservingly over my statement, I will always give him 100%. JD, yes, man. No, I gave him his time for him to speak. Yes. Dr. Don, you said I should drop the link. I've dropped the link and he never came on. So I don't know what's the reason for me to drop the link. All right. All right, let me see. Good afternoon. Good evening. Mark Alain, hope all is well. So why Bailey don't do this when Jamaica play against other countries? Because it has a lot. I can defend Bailey there, which I've always said that. The region is different. The style of Jamaica plays is different. Good evening. Jamaica never had a coach like him. To be honest, and we have to respect the coaches in the Premier League. The level of football that we're talking about is astronomically top tier. All right, the coaches top tier, the players them much better than the Jamaican players. We have to be honest. They're best as documentary. The Aston Villa team is better than Jamaica team by a good distance. They're just not better than majority of the teams in the Premier League. It's completely different. You get me? Yes. So the structure is just not there. And we have other things that we can talk about. Brother, you are not a great analyst. If you're smart, you would recognize that 90% of your viewer today would be about Leon Bailey, but you're not interested in facilitating that niche. So you limit yourself. And what you're telling me that I should be a bandwagonist and not an actual realist. I understand that, and I'm bright enough to know everything about as much thing about analytics. That's why I'm always in certain niche, in certain brackets. That is true. But I pride myself on being real and drum up discussion. So at least someone will realize that Ramsey played. He could play for Jamaica if he decides to. You understand me? And he played a very good game as well. So it will give people a chance to go back and watch the game. So if they thought that Liam Bailey played better, the next game they're going to come back and drum up a next conversation. So when you're saying that I should go with one thing, that kills the conversation. But what about reviving rehashing the conversation? Do something that what people don't do much, which is go back and revisit something to continue a conversation. What about that? You never thought about it like that. You see it? All right, so big up Professional Pro Club. Love the challenges always. Ramsey was the man of the match, but Bailey was brilliant too. He did his job very good. I'm not doing the comparison thing. Ramsey is a young, brilliant player. All right, fair enough. You see it? Fair enough. Very easy there. Very easy there. All right, yes. Jamaican Guru said, yes, Carla, every time Bailey do well, the host run to stats to try and find negatives. That is a lie. I was talking about all teams, and it's all about the Premier League more than just one thing. So that's a lie. All right. Yes. So what is Watkins and Buendia there for? They are not outlets. They are the inlets. And that's what I was telling my boy, that sometimes when he talks as if no one existed, and that is the problem. I am here just to want to listen to you. No, but you said I should drop the link. So if I thought you wanted to come on, Yes. Anyways, that's Aston Villa. Very good win for them. Put them in a good position, and it took up a good chunk of our video. All right. Yes. So guys, we have 100 people here. Please do smash the like button if you like realness conversation and you like educational thing that people will come back and educate you, because they're going to listen and learn and then go back to come and challenge. If you like it that way, or you like the sensationalism, so Bailey score a goal, me make the title alone about Bailey score a goal. Anyone of the Jamaican born players them score a goal, me make a title about it and just live on that side. Let me know if that's what you want. If that's what you want, I prefer not to be here. I could be other places and do other things. It's okay for me. But I'm going to always come off on what Jamaica truly want. So a player watching the game, and going back now, maybe never had a chance to rewatch the game. I can rehash some of his stats to let him know what he did on the field and give him my perspective as well. I think I'm important towards development because I'm talking about the truth rather than sensationalism. Obviously, we know our country prides ourselves on sensationalism, but it actually creates too much egotistic maniacs like some of these people inside the chat. You understand me? I have to be honest. That's why they act this way. You get me? And I'm a person of much more respect. You get me? So I want to give you your credit that I think you deserve. You understand me? And give someone else their credit that they truly deserve. I can't come here and every time I'm doing a Reggae Boyz abroad, it's like they are the only one playing. I can't live like that. I can't do that. Or else I'm not going to sleep well because I'm not that person. You have other people that covers content. They will be sensational and it makes it bad for me, but I am still existing. Obviously, because I come with something that other people just can't do because they just can't do it. It's not possible. So just leave me in my bracket. Let me do my thing. But I'm going to always be a realist. And I can promise you, you're going to always see me be the last man standing because reality always stand last. All right? Yes, man. Bless up Football Vision. Thanks for being here. So you facilitating the Bailey niche equates to following the wagon question. Let's break it down. All right, because you analyze that wrong. Also, I mean you want to change the interesting convo to go talk about Arsenal. No, but I want to talk about Arsenal as well. I want to talk about Arsenal as well because I don't see really interested as how I see football interested, because if I know how the entire Premier League going, I will know where Bailey will go and Mikel Antonio will go and stuff because I know about every other team. So I will know that yes, this is a point that Bailey can be good, Mikel Antonio can be good, Ethan Pinnock can be good, Bobby Reed can be good, and even Jamal Lowe can come off the bench. You understand me? In a particular game. So I think everything is needed. And that's just me. I'm just thinking a lot more things. You get me? Yes. And best as documented, JD, not being rude, but it's hard for me to listen to some of these players. To some of these people. I am Jamaican, just the same. Yes, I know Bessas, but the problem is you have more of these people than more of me and you. You understand me? Yes. You get me? And what I want to say to that, guys, what we do in life is when we do these sensational things, we limit our own people. It's a disease to do these things because it limits our own people. When our people do good, we should always push them, that is true. All right? That is true. We should always push them when our players do good. But we should not overly sensationalize situation because it's not everyone can process to know that that's the type of people that we do have. You understand me? But when they can't do it, they will turn some of these people into egotistic personnels, and they are not going to reach anywhere based off that. You get me? Because you have to have a level head to reach places in a lot of scenarios. All right. Majority of the scenarios, a level-headed person will reach further. All right. So that's all I'm trying to say still. All right. So just take it in. If you don't believe it, please do research it. Then you can contact me. I have my number right there and we can reason logically. We are not here to fight with anyone because I'm always priding myself to give you something different and a different perspective, period. All right. No sensational views, brethren. Facts we want. All right, no problem. I hope the host is not an Arsenal fan. Jesus Christ. Just a reach. Big up, DJ Gigs, man. How you doing, man? I don't understand these people. Want to tell the man how to run his show. Yes, haters do not speak glowingly of those who they hate. Unai plays well after. Also, for not being a fraud like Jarastafari. Bailey did well. Now we need to see him continue his form. Well said, well said. Ramsey was okay. He did well, but he would not be able to do what he did if if they have the ball tactics. Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Then we have Advocate. Yeah. Just checking. Sorry, I'm late. JD, you reach on the Bailey wagon yet? No. Don't say that, man. I'm an honest person, man. No, don't say that. All right, I'm not going on. I said the guy played one of his best game, and people said I still never gave him enough credit. So it tells you how they man see me. They want me to come out and be overly sensational, and I don't think it's possible. Yes. So, anyways, guys, we have a few more games that we have to talk about. Southampton demolished. Newcastle demolished Southampton, putting himself in a good spot. We have to start talking about Newcastle now, guys, because Newcastle doing big things. How far you think Newcastle can truly reach? Let me know in the comment section. Then you have West Ham lost to Crystal Palace. All right. The last few times we have some situations where in which we have to say that Mikel Antonio outplayed Scamacca, but still didn't make the next team. I don't know what's going on with Mikel Antonio and the backroom staff, because the man came on in 2 separate games and did way more than Scamacca did in the entire first 70 minutes. But for some reason, they just don't give him the start. What say you guys? You think that is because of the decision that he made to play for Jamaica? Let me know, all right, because it's definitely not looking well to see that he's playing better than the next individual when given the opportunity. Even if it's 15 minutes, he did more than what Scamacca did in the entire 70 minutes before. You understand me? So let me know, because I thought that the same thing happened the last time. He got more minutes. That is true. That is definitely true. Hold on there, guys. Let me finish up. Let me finish up this, then I will take the calls. All right, 1 second, Pastor. I will call you back. 1 second. Yeah, just let me finish this, because if it continues, I'm not going to finish on the 2-hour mark. All right. Yes. So let me finish, big boss, please. I'm going to call you back right away. Yeah. 1 second, big boss. All right. So let me just bring up the stats for West Ham. I wanted to bring it up. Nope, it's not here. 1 second, guys, so I can show you. Right here. So where is West Ham? Nope. Oh my God, why is it giving so much problem? West Ham. Where is West Ham? 1 second, guys. I'm trying to get the West Ham game up and running. Yeah, because they lost to Crystal Palace. So I'm just trying to get the Crystal Palace game up. I don't know why it's not showing, or I am the one not seeing it. All right. So West Ham here. All right. So West Ham here, Crystal Palace. And then we can move over to the final screen. All right. Yes. So West Ham, as you can see, Scamacca here played 45 minutes. 1 dribble attempted, was not good. Lost about 50. He had 15 touches in that time. Accuracy of passes, 2 out of 5, 40% there. So he only had 5 passes attempted there. Ground duels, 3 of 4. That is good. Aerial duels, 0 of 0. Obviously, that depending on how much crosses comes in. Obviously, that is true, because he has the size. He's bigger than almost everyone. Yes, possession lost 19 times out of 15 touches. Yes, 1 foul. 1 time was fouled, 1 time offside, and 2 tackles. So that's what he offers in the game. So let me keep it up here for you, and then we are gonna be moving on, because Bobby Reid never played as well. Bobby Reid never played. All right, so let me continue. So Mikel Antonio, 45 minutes, 17 touches, 2 dribbles attempted. He didn't completed them there. He tried 7 passes, completed 3, which is 43%. Still better than Scamacca there. Ground duels, 2 of 4, which is worse off than Scamacca. Hold on. Yes, ground duels. Yeah, that is worse off than Scamacca. Scamacca is much more is of 75%. All right. Yes, and he attempted 2 aerial balls, which he got only 1 out of it, and he lost position 10 times in that time. All right. Yes, he had 2 times was fouled, 2 times offside there. So he still came in, and this was not one of his better games. That is true. but he still came in and made his presence felt. And it looks like even his players them willingly ready to put it inside because of his strength. All right, and Skamaka is a big human being, but yet for some reason they don't see him as the same powerhouse as Mikel Antonio. So that's why they don't try feed him every single time. All right, so let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So that is for Mikel Antonio. Let me just go to the table right now just to show you. Let me see what's going on. All right, so it's funny how these people was quiet last week when Castle demolished Villa. But Boss Thomas, you're going to get it. You're going to get it. We need Bailey to keep up like this, and he will be unstoppable. That is true. Ramsey supporting Bailey. Yes. Newcastle looks good, JD. If they are playing like this without any major signings and all the money they have, they definitely going to make top 4 for sure. All right, fair enough. West Ham need a coach. Skamaka cannot advance the ball. Their system requires a player who can advance the ball up front. All right, Bailey should have passed the ball to Ramsey instead of taking the shot. All right. Well, Advocate a be different, man. Objective. I know Newcastle are doing a great job, but I still believe in a first each round, which I think Newcastle will still in the top for sure. But yet what you believe that they are not as it's just a it for the first, and you think when we return after the World Cup they are going to be different. Let me know. All right, Skamaka is younger and they want him to get used to the EPL. Antonio will play in Europe and cup games this season. Wow, that is not good for a man that actually keep you in that position. Imaxit football. Bailey and Ramsey have a little attacking thing going, which they seems to get it right sometimes. Yes, that's what I'm saying. Majority of those assists were actually from Jacob. So maybe Bailey trying to tell him, say, come on, play for Jamaica, no, man. Liam Bailey, world class player. JD. LBJ, my emoji face right now. What you saying? Missed your first? Oh no, man. We said him play very good, man. We said him play very good. But the debate was the man of the match. Out of him or Ramsey, but because Ramsey had that outstanding amount of more things on the pitch, and he had a goal and assist. Obviously, he had a one goal. So I said that I would still give Ramsey, which on the statistic sheet, Ramsey had a superior rating because obviously he did way more. So that's why. But I wanted people to use their eye test and give me their take, and it started a problem, you know. Yes, because just the fact that we start talking about who is the man of the match, people got upset and said I'm an 80, but I wasn't 18. I was just trying to ask a not logical question. But I guess that I should not do that, and I've learned. No, I won't do that. If he's not the man of the match, I will not put him in it. Even though I was trying to say that he played so good, he should be in the contention for the man of the match with him and that player. So some people couldn't decipher it, and they said I'm an 80. So I don't know what to do. You know? Yes. Villa man of the match, Unai Emery. So professional pro club never give it to no player. Yeah, so professional pro club said he's not giving it to no player, Unai Emery, because Aston Villa weren't doing nothing. So that I guess you have to. You know what? Unai Emery was the man of the match. I think maybe that's the best statement. So nobody can fight Unai Emery. The good evening boss is the man of the match. All right. Last time I checked, Shelton is above Bailey as one of Jamaica's best player. Yeah, Shelton is a very good player, man. Tennessee, big up yourself. Thanks for being here, big boss. Then we have Kurt Steele. JD has given Bailey his flowers today, and I thought I gave it to him every single day. You know, I just think that we are not objective as what we truly think we are in our souls. That is the problem. Ramsey was the man of the match for me. Advocate review the Bailey no, we have to give my boy the Bailey fan church. Guys, we are gonna be building back the fan churches on the channel, because believe me, we always take it to a different level. Yes, JD. After the World Cup, you will see the big difference. But I think they have too much money, DNA, and they are gonna come off the World Cup straight into the the transfer window. So I guys, I strongly believe Newcastle might just finish in the top four, because they are going to come off straight in the transfer window, and they are using analytical detailing just like Brentford in order to pick their players, and they have the money to buy any player they want. So you're going to see Eden Hazard turn up. That will be the name to make other people turn up. Obviously, Eden Hazard hasn't done anything in the last 2 years. That is true. But Eden Hazard will turn up, and then a lot more will follow. I can tell you. Everybody that's not playing, Mahrez and those guys that might not be getting in the game, Raheem Sterling, they might just go and buy all of them. That's how all of the big powerhouse teams, Chelsea, Manchester City, started off. I was around when all of those things happened. All right? Yes. I think Newcastle, let me know, guys. Well, look here. Secret Steeler said JR was the man of the match. So I don't know why. So why everybody beat me for 1 hour? Then all of the Bailey man them say the next man was the man of the match. You see, I don't know, run up my pressure for no reason, guys, come on, guys. We are at 1 hour and 30 minutes, and we are not even close to 100 likes. Come on, don't deal with the show like that. The one thing you know about this show, there is nowhere on planet Earth you can find this amount of vibes with intelligence. Yeah, it can't happen. So even if you disagree with me, the like button shouldn't be the part that you disagreed on. All right, the like button we should always be finishing these streams with 300-400 likes, because there is nobody have vibes when it comes on to me. If Castle make it in Europa League, they will attract better players. I think they're buying players regardless. If you tell a man that he can make he's making $2.5 million, no, not $2.5 million, but say a contract of 15 million in 4 years, and then you offer that man 45 million. It no matter what he's doing. You have some players, guys. What do you think Chelsea did in the first half? That's what they did. They just gave people ridiculous wages. You get me? City came and buy people cheap and convince them on the wages. And I think they're gonna do that just the same. Isaacs, he has a wicked wage. Arsenal couldn't pay it, and Arsenal is a top 4 team. But Arsenal couldn't pay the money what they wanted, and they can't pay the wages. So Newcastle, I'm very sorry. Newcastle is here to stay, and it's money talk and BS walk. So all of these other so-called top 4 teams need to start take their money up and pay, because Newcastle will show up a lot of people. JD, these people are not logical. No 8 JD. They both played well, but I strongly think Ramsey stood out more minutes. More minus the own goal. Yes. Thanks for that. Yeah, but I wanted people like you that are the star and defender of Bailey to come and strengthen my argument. But you guys turned up late, So Demarx, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. JD, Imax Antonio is way more effective when he on the pitch starts and off the bench than Skamaka, based off what I've seen. Yes, I do agree that Shelton is our all-time scorer, but Leon Bailey is our most successful young rich kid. Oh my God. So money, the man take it into now. That's true, cause them have money. Yes, man, and you have to factor in the situation. That's how you lead yourself towards a conclusion if you put a situation in it. JD, Newcastle will be right up there for top 4. I think they're gonna get it. I've said it last week, said people don't sleep on Newcastle. No, 2 weeks ago, don't sleep on Newcastle. Let it play it out, because these guys, the way I saw them played City, no one else showed City this lack of respect. Not even Liverpool. Everyone played them timid. Newcastle on fire right now. So I wouldn't surprise me if they finish top. Now I'm not even saying top 5 in a top 4, because they look better than all of the other top 4 teams, except Arsenal and City, They look better than all of the other teams, them. And to be honest, if City never had so much players that are so far superior, they would have looked equally good as them. I want to say that Newcastle look equally as good as Arsenal. I think Arsenal does have the better players them in much more abundance than Newcastle now. But Arsenal, City, and Newcastle playing the same level of football, and right behind there, Brighton might be playing even better football than all of them because of when you factor in the talent that Brighton has. Brighton has less talent than everybody else, but playing similar level of football as all three of them. But I could say City, Newcastle, and Arsenal playing the same level of football. So I don't think Newcastle will drop off so much. Obviously, they don't have the talent as the rest. At this point, they still have talent enough to keep them afloat. But January, they are going to add more and maybe surpass Arsenal. Because believe me, if they buy 5 talented players, oh my God, they are up there. So believe me. DJ, they just don't listen to you carefully. That's all. Okay, respect. Yeah, man. JD, which EPL team will go for Osimhen? I don't be surprised. No, I know it would make no sense they bought Osimhen. Because Osimhen could play off the wing and cuttings, because he's a wing forward and a central forward as well. Yeah, but his pace, you want to use him as a supporting forward at times. So they could buy Osimhen and playing with they could buy Osimhen too as well. Yeah. Villa will finish in the top 10. Bailey will score more than 15 goals and 10 assists. Well, let's see. That's a tough feat. That's a tough feat, and I don't think Villa will get the top 10. That is very tough to get at this point, and they started off bad. If they had started off better, I would say that. Napoli owner is a hard person to try buy from. But the money what they have, man, they will come with some ridiculous money, man. If they tell Osimhen 100 million, 150 million for Osimhen right now, maybe 120. I don't think 150, 120 million, and then they're gonna give him 500,000. Osimhen pack his bag now and never play back. He never play back again for Napoli. You don't know what money do to these players, man. The Advocate Review Entertainment, you are doing well, bro. All right. I heard that the Liverpool owner is going to sell the club. They better do, man. You know, Newcastle is for real. JD, do you think Villa can beat Man U Tuesday? I think I will never factor this in. A lot of the Man U players, them never on the field. A lot of the main players, them that they want to push forward, never on the field as well. You get me? There's at least four of their normal players never on the field. I think they're gonna come a little bit stronger because they underestimated Villa. That's what I would say, because they think that they never needed some of these players. I don't know why they're giving Anthony a rest. He's just spinning. So why is it he's not playing, you know? So a lot of them never played. I think they're going to have a strong team coming around, and they will still be the favorites for the game against Aston Villa. But Aston Villa will gain enough confidence to say that they can go back and do the same thing. Obviously, I think it's not going to work again. I think I will go with Manchester United being the favorites, because you cannot have so much ball and dominating the place so much in and around the box and don't create nothing. But they have to take off Ronaldo off the field. I'm very sorry, guys. But if they took off Ronaldo and start Martial, if his legs stay up, they won the game. Because I do believe that Martial would have drift in and drift out and offer more energy. You know, Ronaldo's slowing up the man team, bro. And I know Ronaldo is a legend player and I do rate him, but he's slowing up the man team, bro. Every time he's not in the team, they play much better. No one can lock them down on any wing. But man have to stay one wing, and the next man have to stay one wing, and Ronaldo stay centrally and then barely drift over. People can't play like that, man. Sometimes that's why it's good just go back to Madrid, man, and stop mashing up the coach, because the coach is doing well. I just believe that when Ronaldo in the team is too static, man, and everyone will see it soon. Even the biggest Ronaldo fan will see it. I can tell you, if they took off Ronaldo off the field, it would have been different. It would have been different for Manchester United. It's no fluidity, man. No, everyone have to just stay static when he's on the field. I'm very sorry, man. Ronaldo is a top tier talent, but you have a time when you're just old, you know? Yeah, man. So let's go on a big team where we can suppress teams very easily, and then you can have your freedom with the teams. But Ronaldo, man, come on, man. So for me, I think Ronaldo won't start the next one, and I think they will win over Villa. I am still picking them to win. If Villa surprised me, that is good. But I still believe that they are the better team. And they showed by pressing down. You know? Anytime they do string 4 or 5 passes together, Villa is pretty much in no man's land. They just can't make the final touches and the rotating in the final third. That's my only problem. So if they can correct that, and I know the coach is a top class coach, he's gonna correct that because he's showing the people that Ronaldo cannot play. So when he don't play them, when he doesn't play it, at least people understand, you know. And he should stop be this crybaby man. You cannot fit the team. Just give the coach a break, man. You know. The man is a good coach, but you're mashing up the man life at United, man. My God, man. And this is what the media does, you know. Worst stuff, you have so much media personals that are United people. You have the little anger one. What's his name again, man? What's the anger one's name, man? Him out here. Yo, you cannot disrespect Ronaldo, so put him on the Roy Keane. You have anger Roy Keane. Oh, you have to play Ronaldo. But the man came to the team to be successful, not to stroke people's ego. Not to stroke people's ego. So guys, look how life bad. The coach could have done way more better in life, and because he has to come at a club to stroke people's ego. He can't pick the team that he wants. You know how bad that is. So how can you blame the coach for doing a bad job if he can't pick his 11? If players mandated to be in the team, how can a coach go forward? No, I want people to educate me on that. Because I know he doesn't want to play him. And the way he speaks, he doesn't want to play him. You get me? And he doesn't want to come on as a sub. Advocate, this man not want to come on as a sub. He's walking out if he doesn't get in a game. Believe me, until Ronaldo leaves Manchester United, that's the only way they are going to be successful, because this coach is the right coach, but you cannot show it because you cannot talk. You cannot talk, and the man cannot do his work. It's sad, man. You have too much big personalities in the media, forcing the man to pick players, and if he doesn't play them and they lose the game, oh, you see it, Ronaldo would have done better. So it forced the fans to force him in the team. Anytime he leaves, man, Manchester United just might be up there, guys. I'm very sorry, but if you watch the football properly, you're going to see that I'm 100% factual on that side. All right, JD, Man U acting like they are too strict. I don't understand why they don't play that fast winger. Ronaldo time has come. No, but you cannot understand every single time. Remember, we have to understand. Sky pay billions of dollars for the coverage. They sell the most propaganda. You understand me? They sell the most propaganda. And if you have every time the debate of the Ronaldo here, it sells. So you give him a little time, he comes in and score, and then the man has to bench him because they can't get any productivity after. You get me? And then when the man actually benched him, then you're going to have the problem. So it's just tough. It's just very, very tough. It's just very, very tough, guys. But I can tell you, they are not going to get anything until Ronaldo leaves the club, you know. I can see that they have potential. The coach is very good, but they're not going to reach anywhere until then. We wanted to do the Champions League so I can finish on the 2 hour or just above the 2 hour. But guys, please do smash the like button to get us to 150. And we're going to do the extra time. We are not even at 100 as yet, and we are here for 2 hours. We maybe not reach 2 hours as yet, but definitely get it to 100. Good afternoon, you and Pastor. You're calling in the show or something?
Yes, I was calling in the show.
Yeah, but I was trying to finish up a point, and because I was taking too much call, I have to limit the calls nowadays. So people have to just come on the program or in the Discord or something, because I want to make the show them shorter, you know? Yeah. So what say you, Big Boss?
Okay. So if I'm able to join now, that would be better for the program. Okay.
You can join or not, or you just want to call in for the 5 minutes or something?
Yes, I can join.
All right, so then I will drop the link, then you can join. All right? Yes, no problem.
Okay.
All right. Yes. Thanks very much. And guys, we are going to be doing should we do I think I'm going to be doing the Manning Cup game tonight, or should I wait? I will wait till tomorrow. I'll wait till tomorrow, then I do it on the Manning Cup Tomorrow night I will do the preview for the games. All right. I agree, JD. Manu plays better when Ronaldo is not on the pitch. Yes, man. It's getting very much clear now. Arnold said you're gonna get bashed if you leave the person with the wages on the bench. That's normal, and he's the face of the EPL. Well, I tell you what, it's sad, you know. I was wondering in the Manu versus Villa, the incident with Mings and CR7. Yes, it was a little scrapple there, you know, a scruffle there, yeah. Anyways, let me continue the discussion because we are the Champions League and we can't believe we finished 2 hours. And we still don't touch the Champions League. So, Mr. Dan, how are you doing, brother? You're joining? No, I don't understand.
Yo,
Mr. Dan, this is not going to work on a daily basis, you know, where I'm dropping the link. You know, I don't really like it, you know. Yes, but I just dropped it this time. But I don't like it, you know. I like to manage the show, and I can't manage it with that way. Yeah.
Yo, I didn't want to get on earlier because if I started speaking about Bailey's gonna just put your show off. So that's why I was like trying to be respectful so you can get to cover everything you wanted to cover.
Yeah, man, but you can just call in then. You just call in whenever you feel like then, and I don't have to drop the link and then continue.
Oh, yeah. You know? I mean, I could have done that, but I know you were saying about the phone. That's why I told you to drop the link. Because you're saying something about the phone.
The discard is there. The discard is actually open, you know. Let me close the discard because discard is open and I don't see anyone joining it. But I never started any calls, so it's my fault. All right, so I'm going to open the call here in the lobby. So people can join in Discord if they choose to. All right, yeah, man. So what say you know, Big Boss?
Yo, JD, man. This weekend was terrible for me sports wise, man. Like mentally, I was like blocked. I had to like shut down. But I just want to touch a little bit on just a little bit of stuff that you said in terms of like I watched the Chelsea game and ran. I don't know what pattern Chelsea playing with, JD. Like, you know, I can look at Man City. Man City had a pattern. Like I can also see, Arsenal got a great pattern too, but Chelsea, I don't know what's going on with them. Like Sterling, I don't know what happened to Sterling. Sterling just was, I watched the game and Aubameyang was just struggling to get even the ball. Again, I can say that's because Arsenal was good, but I was disappointed, man, basically, because I was hoping to see a lot better because I picked that game as a draw because, you know, Chelsea was at home, so I figured they'll play a little bit better. But man, Arsenal JD is actually real. Arsenal is good. I think people can say this in the chat, but I think the best player Arsenal have, their most important player is Thomas Partey. If you get injured, you can see that the way he played JD reminds me of Obi Mikel, right? Obi Mikel, but he's a little bit more fluid and can shoot the ball. Obi Mikel will just get the ball. You know, Mourinho turned him into like a get the ball, top, play 1-2 touch, don't hold on to the ball too much, long ball. The guy, he's really, to me, the best player at Arsenal because their most important play, the way he runs it. And if he doesn't have a good game, Arsenal is down. And I noticed that with, you know, the previous games that they struggled in. So I think that. So I think well done to Arsenal. You know, me being a Man U fan, I was hoping for them to lose because, you know, I don't want Arsenal to get back on top anytime soon. So that's one thing I would say. Now, my Man U now is like, I was on a show, I think Sports Friends with Demo 2 days before. We're making prediction. And I said this, there's 3 things going to happen. The Man U players are extremely exhausted. You could have seen that on Thursday. Number 2, Arsenal had a new coach. Villa had a new coach and they were down. They had a 7-day rest. So what's going to happen is you're going to have that new coach bounce. Now, I'm not saying that Aston Villa didn't play well. I think they wanted it more than Man U. You could see the Man U team was flat, Jay-Z. Like from the moment like they came out, it was flat, like literally and I was like, what's going on, right? Even I was watching Rashford, Delo, Shaw. They was even running. They were just playing so slow. I was like, what's going on? They were just tired. I would say, though, I'm going to comment on Bailey, but I want to leave that for last, mainly because I know everybody's going to jump. But the call, right? Whenever I called it last time, I said, for me, consistent-wise, I wouldn't put Bailey as the best winger at the moment because he's not consistent. I didn't say he wasn't good. So the problem is, everybody, like, when you talk, right, I'm not going to make a judgment.
Yeah, but Dr. Dan, you never said anything wrong. Bailey's not in the top 5 best winger in the league. It's not even a fact. It's not even a problem. The problem is just because you say it. Jamaican people will be just get upset because you're bringing them to the reality. Why do you think they cuss me every single time? Even when they know it's true, they just don't want you to mention it. Because you should not mention the truth. And that is what is stopping our society. That's why bringing me back in the culture. That's why a lot of people said I should stay here, because it's the reality. People want people to bring back the reality to it, because that's what we are losing, and that's why we have so much crime and violence and all sort of things. So when you said that, it's not, you're not saying anything wrong. You have 5 more wingers. Do you realize that Ford needs a winger? Even when people say he's attacking midfielder, you realize he's a winger. Salah is a winger, you know. Remember, Salah is a winger, you know. Same Sterling is a winger, you know. So we know. So you don't have to argue those points. Don't let anybody push you off from talking the truth. If you think that's your truth, just say your truth. You know, and don't get fall into this trap of to come here and fight with a commenter every week. You get me?
No.
You some figure out a way how to leave it alone. And I think my show has escalated to a different level. I want to just avoid them, because I think those are the ones that hold back my show to the lowest point. You get me? Yeah, because I'm very much more educated than that. You get me? Yes, I don't want it. I'm not even entertaining it.
Yeah, so JD, quick demo. I forgot the guy name. He had a Man U shirt on. He was saying that. But the point I'm saying, JD, I watched the game, right? And I took notes on Liam Bailey. The first contribution he made in the game was he made a cross in 2 minutes. He played well. For me, that was his best game. I think the last game I thought he played well was in Everton, right? But the thing is, I'm a free thinker. I'm going to give you your flowers when you deserve it, right? I personally said Bailey hasn't been consistent enough. I said he has talent. He's good. But for me, like, for instance, the reason why Conte was considered the best holding midfielder in the world, because he was so consistent for Chelsea. He was consistent for Leicester City. That's why he became every team want him. Can we say every team at the moment want Liam Bailey? Absolutely not. So that's what I was saying, and people not taking it the right way. I think, you know what I'm saying? I was saying to him when I was...
We can say it.
Huh?
We can say... No, we can say it.
Well, I mean, you guys can say it, but again, this is like, you know, opinion based. But what I'm saying is that, like, I do.
It wouldn't be true. It would not be true, but we can say it.
Okay.
And that is what JD was pointing to, as it relates to you. When you get on the program, you make the point, and truth don't need any help, because there are too many persons. And JD, we need to correct something. It's not Jamaican people that do these things. It's people in Jamaica. If you say Jamaican people, you're actually speaking to a total group. If you say some people in Jamaica, then that is correct. So let's use the English language in its purest form to ensure that the message we are sending is as correct as it can be. I'll let you continue your point.
Yeah, so
Finish your point, Dr. Dan, because me really don't want me to spend too much time.
That's what I'm saying, JD. That's why I didn't really want to truly come on and talk about that. So we're gonna move on from that. So I think that was his best game. I give his flowers. As a Man U fan, JD, every time Bailey get the ball, I was scared because he was driving, like Demo said. I don't know what happened to Delo and Shaw. He was giving them hell, and Delo arguably been the best right back in the league for the past couple of games. So that's what I'm saying. To me, it was his best game. The second half kickoff when he got the ball, boom, boom, shot, right? I think the man played it. That was his best game to me. But people just want to be selective hearing. They only want to listen to what's good about the player. And I'm gonna move on from that. Just a touch-up point, JD. I remember we had a conversation. You were saying that, you know, last year everybody was saying Messi's done, he should retire. You know, Ronaldo, all that stuff. What I do notice about us as fans, the superstars are always the one that take the stick in a lot of things, right? And no doubt, I do believe that Man U, there's things. First of all, the reason why Man U started Ronaldo was because Martial is injured, right? He's injury prone. Then you have Anthony is injured. Sancho, he's not playing well. Garnacho, I watched the game. Garnacho was attacking, but each time he get the ball, he dribble and lose the ball, this, that. So whenever I think the goals that was scored on Man U, I think those were defensive errors, based on what I was saying, right? And the reason, so I do think that Ronaldo can play better. He's not playing the best. Last year he had 23 goals, right? But we can't live on the past. But we can't blame him. Just like if Jamaica play bad, we blame Blake, we blame Bailey because they're the superstar. If Tampa Bay Buccaneers play bad, we blame Brady, even though the receivers are dropping the ball because you're the superstar. So I think that's why he's taking a lot of flack, right? That's just my thing. And So I do think that we need more players. I think our bench is not deep enough, and we're also playing a lot of games, so our players are tired. And so that's what I want to rest on that. I really wanted you to go to Champions League because I wanted to talk about Liverpool, but
yes, and I only have a hour left. No, half an hour left. We are 2 hours and we don't even reach 100 likes, so we don't need to overstay our welcome. You get me? Not reaching 100 likes in that time showcase that we don't need to spend any longer here. We should even shut it down at 2 hours. You understand me? But anyways, that we just do our job in that time, you know. The results, guys, that we have on the screen. Hopefully, it's big enough for you. Leipzig versus Manchester City. We're gonna just go through the predictions and stuff. All right. We never got a chance to talk about Liverpool and the rest of the games inside the Premier League. We only talk about the setup because obviously we can't believe I have 2 hours and I can't finish a show in 2 hours. Like talk about everything that's important in 2 hours. We need 15 hours. I don't know, understand, because we need 17 hours so far and out of 15. So I don't know. Yes. Anyways, Leipzig Manchester City. What say you on that, Dr. Dan? How you look at that? Because people keep on saying that City gets an easy draw, but I think Leipzig is a tough team, you know.
Yeah, I mean, JD, honestly, man City is just pure class. I don't see. If you see this weekend how like they were down by 10 men, they were playing like they had more players, JD. They're just pure class. And don't get me wrong, Fulham is not bad at all. Fulham gave Arsenal a run for their money. Like Fulham is not bad. But I think Man City is gonna win this game I think they're gonna win, JD. I can't see Man City.
Alan left Man City because remember Alan is feeling his body parts, and once that's his injury. Sorry, let me don't use body parts because people will take all as a word and put anywhere they want.
Yeah, I mean, you know,
I'm going to correct the use of those words, JD.
Yes, because I have the English character right here, so I can't say body parts, but you know what I'm talking about. The man was injured, so let me just stay on injury. All right. Don't come with the foolishness. All right. Anyways, the guy was injured, and you know that once he has these small niggles, Pep want a chance to bench him, like what Zlatan says. Zlatan will. You know what? Zlatan says Pep will destroy Erling Haaland's career. Remember, I've said that the reason why Erling Haaland will not score 700 goals at the start of the season, it is because of Pep Guardiola, because Pep Guardiola have a belief that he thinks no one is bigger than his team. So he's going to bench Erling Haaland when he doesn't need to play him. All right? Yes. So what about Erling Haaland's injury situation? If he can't play, you still have the same belief in the Leipzig game?
Well, he came back in the 60th minute, 60-something minutes. He looks okay. I saw his post-game interview. He said he's fine. I think Pep just does a good job of managing his players. I think he's going to be fine because he doesn't need to do too much running or pressing if you got the likes of De Bruyne and Gundogan and all those guys giving you the ball. I think he'll be fine.
Okay, all right. Well, Pep don't think so. If he's not 100% fine and 99, he's going to be benched. So, Pastor, what say you on this one? So,
I cannot fault a coach that has at his disposal everything needed to stack an arsenal and stick to one rifle. The reality is, if that weapon needs cleaning and servicing, you take it out of commission and put something else in that works. So even though there might be credence to the Zlatan statement, you cannot fault the man for his man management skills. And this is what has kept City for the last few seasons at the top. He manages the players.
Mr. Blake, I want to challenge that, Yeah, I think Zlatan is right, because I said it before, before a ball kicked, I said the only reason why this guy is not going to break the record when he played Liverpool and missed the chances, I said it's because of Pep. You know why I don't like what he said? Even Demo and those guys, which I know watches his press conference, every single time they brought up Alan scoring the billion goals, he tries to bring out a part of the team and saying, oh, my team is a rotation national team and stuff. So he was always giving off a vibe like it's going to come down to this time. So I don't think it's so. Pastor,
I did not say Zlatan.
man.
I did not say Zlatan was wrong. I didn't say Zlatan was wrong.
No, but I'm saying this man might just cost City the Champions League like what he did every single other season. It's not the players, I mean, it's just him, you know.
JD, I spoke to a particular strategy of the coach, which I believe is a strong suit in his defense. I didn't say, unlike a lot of you who rate Pep as the GOAT. No, I don't. I amplify the good things about the man and really balance the tape as we go along. I don't believe it is a wholesome truth to say that this is a bad characteristic on Pep's point, because there are very few players who can manage certain level of hype, and you don't want it to be that Haaland is one of them that cannot manage it. No, I am saying you don't want it to be. I don't know if he can manage it. JD,
Mr. You can. Man is one of the biggest baller for the last 3 years. For the man a baby,
yes,
which was a giant,
yes,
one of the biggest baller. So what kind of can manage him to keep on excelling
here? JD. I'm going to reference a player that you just talked about. You think Cristiano Ronaldo is managing the hype?
Yes, he manages his hype in his own head.
And this is you clarified in his own head. Oh, I was just going to publicly state that I categorically disagree with you, because the hype has made Cristiano Ronaldo into, in my mind, a disgrace to the program. No one with that level of talent, with that amount of opportunity, who has been allowed to portray themselves at the highest level, should disintegrate to where Cristiano Ronaldo is now, where he is Lord God Almighty over the entire Man U program. Now, I am a Man U fan, and I can tell you straight off the bat, if the coach was given the latitude, I expect that the coach would tell Ronaldo to pack his bag, because he's not aiding positively the system. And I'm saying not every player can manage superstardom to the point where they do not kill off themselves and any program that is willing to put them in. I would not want that for Haaland. I don't want the coach, however, to hold so tight the reins that he becomes the reason Haaland doesn't break the record. You should not do that. You shouldn't be that for the young man. If he has the skills and the appetite to break the record, which he's showing that he does, then as a coach, you should find a way to encourage that. Records are made to be broken, and they don't get broken in every season. So whenever that season is right, then you should achieve that. I firmly believe that he got injured. Unless he's 100%, I wouldn't start him. But I would certainly bring him on in the first 5 minutes in the second half. As long as he's over 85%, first 5 minutes in the second half, I would bring him on. And I don't gamble, but I would never put my money against Man City in that game, even if Haaland doesn't play.
Okay. Fair enough. All right, fair enough. We'll just go through the rest. go to the rest and then we just finish off. All right, so let me just keep it a little bit shorter because we still have like 20 more minutes to go. Very a little bit of time. Very much little bit of time. Club Bruges versus Benfica. Who you going with? Club Bruges had one of their best season so far. Benfica, traditionally good, and I think they are still okay, just the same, this season. So who you going for in that game? I think Club Brugge will surprise Benfica, and I think people would still say Benfica because of Benfica's overall
Right.
history in the Champions League. But I'm
In
going
this
with Club.
pairing, it is sentiments though, and not present quality of play. I'd go with Benfica because it's a club that I have not really followed, but has always been in the conversation over the years I'm watching football. So it would be sentiments, but I'd go with Benfica.
All right. So Dr. Dan, who you going with? Benfica or Club Brugge?
Benfica, they're the one that stopped PSG from winning the group. They're gonna win.
All right, so they're gonna win. All right. All right, let me put Club Brugge here. I'm not leaving out the Belgian club. You know, they're definitely on the rise, and I think maybe they're gonna be a threat next year as well. So I'm going with Club Brugge. Then we have the mighty Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Oh my days. What say you on this one? People in the chat, I want you to give me a few comments on this one. We're closing down the show now, with all of these comments now, you get me? So Real Madrid versus Liverpool. You think it's the end for the mighty Liverpool?
JD, I am troubled. I have never cheered for the mighty Madrid.
No, I'm not using sentiments.
Even
no,
when, hold on, even when they had the BBC, even when Madrid had BBC.
Pastor, I'm cussing Ruchin. He said I'm using sentiments to pick Club Brugge. No, I'm using actually what they're doing on the field. All right? Yes, continue, Pastor.
Madrid was never my team, even when they had BBC, and so I don't know. But Liverpool is trying to behave like Spain in international football. I don't know if they are seeing Salah as old. I don't know what is the makeup that will make them fluid again, because I don't think they're playing fluid football like they normally do or have been accustomed to them doing. So I'm still going with Liverpool.
All right.
But it's troubling me.
All right. Dr. Dan, who are you going with? Liverpool over Madrid, as what Pastor strongly said.
JD, I'm going with Liverpool as well. I just feel like I'm not gonna lie. I watched Thiago Alcantara. I've followed his career a lot, man. The guy just.
So you're going with Liverpool. That's what he said.
Liverpool, yeah. I think that when they get back, they play DS. Firmino didn't get called up for the Brazil team, so he's gonna be well rested. Link up, play well. So
all right,
yeah, Liverpool.
All right, I am going with Real Madrid to smoke Liverpool. I'm very sorry. They are gonna smoke Liverpool.
Is that because you want to make it easy for Man City?
No. But Liverpool wouldn't make it hard for Man City. They are gonna. But when you're playing with one less player on the field from the start, you see all this man we call himself Demo. Brother, Trent are the worst football player ever. That's what I mean. Trent is the worst football player ever. My
JD, if you say that, you just made Liverpool coach the GOAT.
Yes, but I've been saying it for years. Say the coach make half of them average baller look good.
Because he has managed to put some players. I don't join the conversation with that people have with Trent, because for all my life I've played defense. So I don't join the conversation with Trent.
You can see one Demo run coming across.
Because JD, they say you shouldn't toot your own horn. But if I am driving the vehicle I am going to be the one that toots the horn, not the passenger. And I am saying straight off the bat, as a defender who happened to keep goal a few times, I don't want Trent in my back line.
Pastor, you know how bad it is for a man start. Tottenham not doing nothing in the first half. And you know what the commentators say? All right, once you're not doing anything, the only outlet for them, just put it over the right side. You know, disrespectfully, you get, you know, when a commentator saying, you know, if you just put it over the right side, I get it. Trent cannot defend to save his life. I saw a man playing ping pong over him head. 3-4 segments, one time, Pastor. Hurricane bucket over, it drop on the next man, and the next man bucket over, or just to find an opening, and they're advancing to the final placements.
And he cannot cut out and he cannot cut out the zone. He cannot cut out the zone for
Pastor, man just under the ball, and the ball is going over him, and I'm just turning. And please, God, please, Dr. Dan, please go and look at it. Oh my God, the guy is so bad. Me no know. Demo come every week and talk so highly about his brother. The guy is.
I'm not having that conversation. You see, JD. I'm not having that conversation. I'm going with Liverpool despite the handicap.
If Real Madrid make Liverpool beat them with Trent Alexander on the field, God come.
Yo,
I want Jesus to return. I want Jesus to return early, JD. So I will pray. Liverpool beat Man City.
Yo,
the
JD.
guy is so bad. Me no know. Dr. Dan, you cannot tell me. The man is the worst football player for a position.
Listen, JD. I'm not gonna slander Trent, because I guarantee you this: if Ten Hag get Trent Alexander, we'll take him. I know that for a fact. If Ten Hag get Trent Alexander, I think
you would be surprised how much other coach would want Trent in their team. You would be surprised. Make Trent go for sales, and you see how much people would want Trent. Not everybody want Trent. You think Pepe that want Trent in his team?
Do you think Jamaica would take Trent? Do you think Jamaica would take Trent? Yes or no?
But we can't talk about Jamaica in this conversation, brother.
I would just
we not right.
Hello. No sensible coach would take Trent in Jamaica's football. None.
It's opinion.
Because right now Jamaica's handicap. Right now, one of Jamaica's handicap is the weakness at right back. There is no way you can carry Trent to go to Jamaica.
It's opinion, but I don't think he's the best defender, yes, but I do
Dr.
think
Dan, the man is not the best defender. The man is not a defender, bro.
Dr. Dan, say it correctly. Trent does not defend. Trent does not defend.
You and Demo is the only defender for Trent, because he not defend. So you and him, brother, may I tell you, it's gonna be Vinicius got slot him. Every sensible winger tear him apart. Brother, Tottenham not doing nothing. Tottenham weren't doing anything on the field until they start get the advantage over one side. And Demo can every week Demo come with all sorts of story. I don't know what kind of eyeball Demo have and what kind of TV he have. Me need a TV. They tell me how much Demo make me to buy it tomorrow, because I cannot see what you're seeing in this player. JD, every week you come and talk about Trent, and even a blind man can see he can't defend. But Drea, you have a man still here, so tell me, say, him not as bad as the defending. That one Dr. Nana try to tell we?
No, JD, what I'm saying is that, like, I think top coaches would take him and try to coach him into.
No, Dr. Nana, a liar tell.
4 years old, JD, they could coach him
into. He could be 75. Him could be 78 years old. Them no want him. Nobody no want him in them side for the what?
Okay,
Them
JD, one question for you on the chat. Do you not believe that coaches look at Rashford? People are saying Rashford is playing better because Ten Hag made him better. You don't think another coach could take Trent Alexander and make him a better defender? Yes or no?
No.
No, JD, don't say
that. You're learn to defend for your 18. You're not gonna learn to defend for your 26. You know, the man,
gentlemen.
So delivery alone.
Can I say something? Can I say something?
So, Dr. Dan, you actually think him can be a better defender?
Yes,
what kind of characteristic him show can be a better defender?
JD, you know why I said that? Because I watched Trent. Trent have no awareness. He just look over his shoulder. I get that. He's not fast. I get that. but I do believe that coaches can make players better. And I believe if you get a good coach that teach him, he'll be better. Yes, I believe that. Yeah.
Well, Pep can't teach him to be better because him teach a lot of other players, but him can't teach Trent.
But why
I
you
don't
think
believe.
that? Do you think he's just that unteachable? Is that what you're saying?
But big boss, you know, long 5 or 6 years me I talk about Trent, you know. And then the same.
Can I say something?
So you're trying to tell me Klopp is not a good coach then? That's what you're trying to tell me then?
No.
Because of 5 or 6 years, you know, the same problem, you know. Yes, Pastor, sorry. Go on, Pastor, because Dr. Donna tripped me head right now.
My fellow co-host, I want you to listen to me perfectly, clearly.
No, me never lose it.
I'm going to try to say this as succinctly, as clearly as I can. Every human being is born with some innate characteristics. For you to be teachable as a defender of anything, you must possess a score of over 50% in your defensive profile. If Trent have 35, I will never say anything bad about him again. If he have 35%, and he needed to have had more than 50 for them to carry him up to a rate where he is comparable or able to perform at that level. People don't just get up and defend. Human beings don't just get up and defend. It's either you have it or you don't. If you're not born with what they can work with, you're not going to get it. And this is why the coach has not sought to change Trent, but he puts him in a system that he gets the best of what he has out of him.
Simple as that.
What he's doing is looking at the balancing the scale where the greater good is concerned. And so he gives up the right back to get the crosses in. And he thinks that he can outscore his opponents.
No, Pastor, because other people fill in for him in the system. The defensive center always drop back, or the center back drop over. Gomez can play 2 position, drop over, and then the center back drop in, and that's how they fluid it. And then it stays higher and drop into the defensive central or over the wing areas to put a cross in. But Dr. Dan don't watch him, so that's why Dr. Dan just come here and tell me about improvement. Dr. Dan, you know the problem why him can't improve? In positioning is poor. I just positioning one of the hardest things to learn on football pitches.
Yeah, but that's
and JD, that's because he's not that's because his characteristic is not there as a defender. A person that is going to score high on their defensive profile is going to have that. It will be like a second nature for him to be in the right position to protect. He does not have that characteristic. And I'm telling you, that's a genetic deficiency on his part. He's not teachable.
And Dr. Dan,
possess it.
Manchester City, because possessioning is like 95% of a Manchester City's ball game. Trent can't play for Manchester City, brother.
JD, what I was trying to say to you is that's what I'm saying. I told you that I said he doesn't look over, he doesn't have any awareness. I said that, but some things are coachable, some things aren't. I think Klopp, for him, I honestly think that what he kind of plays the way how Klopp somewhat wants him to play, but I honestly think this is my mentality. I feel like a young player like that, you can still instill certain things in him. So I wouldn't give up on him. To me, at 24 years old, that's me.
All right. TikTok said Chen can play for many teams which play 3-5-2. He's a good crosser of the ball and passes well. Coaches not give up on you when you were an important part of the Champions League, undergoing a low form. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. All right. So, Anthem, thanks very much for the super chat. Careful now. Ronaldo is saving it for the World Cup. Portugal to the end. All right, good Lord. All right, so Ronaldo will be back with a bang because everyone counting on Portugal, and Anthem says Portugal. Yes,
JD.
Pastor. Yes, Pastor.
You echoing that statement from the chat is an injustice to Man U. Not that you have done anything wrong, you know. But if that is true, all the more reason he should not be on the field. All the more reason he should not be on the field. This is what we do. You go into these competitions to win championships,
Yeah.
or you don't go in. And
Mhm.
if he's going to be on there to cripple the entire team for the good of Portugal, and I can't fault a man for being patriotic, but you need to also, if patriotism without honesty is treason, because it means that you're going to kill somebody for the person where you support, even though they don't deserve to die, which is what his output for Manchester United is going to be.
All
And
right.
this is where I would want to implement. This is where I would want to implement your Man City coach. No player should be allowed to be bigger than the team.
All right. You find a way for make me support that ball lady Ross. All right. So thank you for the super chat anthem. You make Pastor get hungry. JD, wait. What is going on? I was passing through, then heard this ruckus. Aguan Trent AA cannot be that bad. Ask Clap. Well, Clap Clap tell us him terrible and tell us him good at the same time. I have never seen a man with so much words, which is Mr. Clap. Clap says he can
Clap
defend, but
is the goat.
no, the man say he can defend, but he just figure to defend sometimes. Jesus Christ!
Clap is the goat.
Oh my God! You hear, guys, go back and listen to what Clap says. The man can defend, but he figure to defend sometimes. Can you defend that statement, Miss Doctor Dan? We want to go to the rest of the
JD, if you heard what I said a while ago, hold on now. If you heard what I said a while ago, if you take Clap's statement and put against what I just said a while ago, it would tell you the importance of him not having a defensive profile. It's not that he can't. It's not that he cannot do it. It's more that it is not his nature to do so. So Clap is playing a person who does not have a defensive disposition as a defender, because he values the crosses that Trent can provide more than he sees his lack of defensive ability hurting him.
I understand that, because what he does in his midfield, he uses those as strong men to win back the tackle with the high press. I understand. So they need someone from a quarterback to pass the ball. I understand that, but that's still clear cripple Dr. Dan argument. Same can't play in another system because City don't need nobody to cross the ball from wing back. City a cross ball from everywhere and a pass ball from everywhere and leave a cross ball so much. You understand me? So it's a different system, and I'm not going to change it for Arnold, because Arnold is not that technical to play the film system, because Arnold's technical in passing, technical in brain waves as well.
JD, I think what you're saying makes sense, but my argument is this: Trent Alexander having in him to change, and I think another coach who value defending and really want that, he can do it. If Trent play for Mourinho, I believe Mourinho, who is such a defensive guru, probably improve his defending.
God. And I'm going to ask you this.
Please, God, to the people, please, someone sign Trent. Please, someone, you have 6 years, my big feet up on. Sign Trent, because you are going to respect Jurgen Klopp and what he's doing, and a whole heap of things will get exposed. Just sign Trent. Someone else, just sign him, which me know nobody now sign him. Not one person.
JD.
Say now go ever see
that. To sign Trent, pay him what Liverpool is paying him. And then to invest in bringing him up to speed with what is required as a defender is going to be 3 or 4 times more than if you pull aboard one of the multitude of younger right backs available all across the world. There are probably 24 young right backs in England right now better than Trent. And they're younger than him. Well, I can't say better than Trent, because Trent is not a defender. So you can find 25 or more young right backs Why would you need to waste time with Trent, who is not a
So
right
I have
back?
a question. So
But Dr. Dan, we can't, Dr. Dan, we know this. We never want this to turn into the trench show. We have only
JD,
5
I'm
more.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
What me not go through the rest of the something? So you got done.
No,
I mean, I go through the
no,
kids them.
JD, what I'm saying is that your point is valid. What I'm saying is that your point is valid, right, JD? But like I said, I just believe that people can change. That's what I'm saying.
All right. So, I saw the next one. Let me just run through this, guys. We have come to the time, so we just want to go through the rest of the things. I'm sorry about that we never spent more time on it. All right, yes, but we have the time limiter here, and we can't make this video reach 3 hours. All right, yes, man. So thanks everyone for chipping in. We're just gonna go through the rest of the things. So 2-man pick Liverpool. In spite of that, I said Real Madrid not gonna just win. Trent now leave Liverpool for now, JD. Yes, I think he's gonna stay at Liverpool. So I guess we're gonna see only a different coach try to get the best out of him. And I know that if the coach can't replicate what Klopp did, he's gonna have to go on the bench, because the coach not going to use him. Frankfurt versus Napoli. Let me just go through the game fast, guys. Sorry about that, Dr. Dan, but it's just the limiter that I had, and it's
You're good.
It's Napoli for me.
Yeah, Napoli across the board. Napoli.
Yes, Napoli was one of the best team, and I think maybe the best team in the entire. You have to be honest, maybe the best team in the entire tournament. So one of the best teams. Owen, big up yourself. Thanks for being here. So Napoli, everyone went with Napoli there. So Frankfurt, please prove us something. All right, yes. Nipples, nipples. Arnold said nipples. All right. So
No,
Dortmund,
JD, when Napoli is good, Italy is strong.
Yes, so Dortmund, Chelsea. Ooh, all right. Dortmund, Chelsea. Who will take the floor? Guys, run up the comments in the chat. Dortmund, Chelsea.
That's Dortmund, bro. I'm sorry. I'm going to Dortmund.
Dortmund played well in the City group. Very, very much well. All right.
Dortmund.
I want to see what Blake Hilton is saying now. I want to hear what one Blake Hilton is saying. Hear me easily.
I am very sentimental. Borussia Dortmund came to Jamaica to bring highlight to Jamaica football. I kind of have a little love for them from that. And I not so much love Chelsea after Didier Drogba left. So, I go with Dortmund. Sentiments doing it, but a Dortmund I go with. I go with the Blues.
I think Dortmund are gonna Chelsea as well. I think
life is not best lived, JD, in the Blues.
Yes, I think Dortmund are gonna go Chelsea as well. I actually think, if Dortmund play anything like they played City, they are gonna win and win good too as well. Laugh out and Chelsea. Okay, Singad says Chelsea. Blake Hilton said laugh out loud. Mind the flag. They flag your channel talking about nipple. Sentiment show. Ruchin, we ask you. You don't comment what you believe. People say BVB. So you're gonna tell me that Dortmund never showed any style, any nothing to say that they can beat Chelsea. Chelsea have lost to worst teams, Amy, which panelist is that bald one? My head is bald too, so I don't know which of the bald head they're talking, And Dr. Dana hide him head, so we don't know if he made this bald,
JD, let me caution these persons that hear me say I'm going with sentiments, It is not that I am not factoring in the quality of football being played by the teams.
And non-sentiments, and you gone with sentiments, go mash up the back part of my show,
Brethren, listen to me. Dortmund plays good football. Full stop. Chelsea has still not totally thrown away the methodology that they have had when Marino was there, as making them into an Italian style team. So there's still quality of football. So me saying I'm using sentiment to do my choice does not mean that the teams are not playing good football. And in my mind, if you can tackle Man City at their best and not be embarrassed, you can beat most teams.
But surprisingly, Pastor, everyone in the chat saying, aside from the Chelsea hard fan them, everyone else saying that Dortmund to beat them because based on what them see, Dortmund have played a better football. You get me? Chelsea can beat BVB easy. Just don't think they are on the right form. Okay, fair enough. This Chelsea we are talking about, not Arsenal, Dortmund cannot even run with Chelsea. All right, Mr. Blake. All right, you see the ego. So you see people talk about sentiments. Like the one Ruchin, appear egotistic man there Chelsea because they are not watching the performances. All right, so everyone says Dortmund to go win it. All right, then the next one now, Dr. Dan, Milan. My sentiments goes with Sterling, and I am UK based. So Chelsea, see. Oh my God! Say don't talk about nothing what going with both teams, you know. You haven't said anything based on performance, you know, and both teams, you know, to make your assessment, you know. But it's okay. All right, so
Only Sterling is going to win it. Support the Reggae.
Dr. Dan, your time. Milan, Tottenham. Good Lord. I think
Well, JD, this is tough for me because Tottenham football is boring. I don't know. This is a tough run. Damn. You know what, JD? I'm going to go with Milan with the asterisk because I don't. Tottenham is just not impressive at all.
Yeah. Pastor, who are you going with?
I am not putting no asterisk beside it. It's Milan.
The man, so he's time stamping this. I'm writing down everyone who is picking Dortmund over Chelsea. Jesus God. So Blake Hilton, can you not admit that the next team playing better than the next team? So why we should not give the next people credit? I can't understand. So you have to timestamp we for 1-2 more months down the line when Chelsea gain a little farm, because if they don't gain a farm by then, they're gonna be out of the top 4 and literally get their coach get fired. All right. Yes. So, anyways, let me continue.
But Jenny, let him timestamp it. Chelsea is not finishing in the top 4 in the EPL.
All right. I'm not gonna start the war because I'm trying to done stamp this video, but he might timestamp it. So, anyways, Milan. I think if you can start the game in the second half, I think Tottenham might actually feel like they can do something. But good Lord, Tottenham is terrible. Until the second half, they do try to turn up. So it's either they like to be losing the game so they don't have any responsibility. You know, and in the Champions League, you don't want to give anyone any head start. So be honest, I'm going for AC Milan. I'm not so believing in most of these teams in England. AC Milan. All right, so a few people, one person picked Spurs, which is Kemar. Everybody else in Milan. So clearly, that's not a big problem. Brian Burke says, I think Milan will win. Giroud will score because he's an Arsenal fan. All right, so Inter Porto. We know this game might not be the hype one, but Inter Porto. Dr. Dan.
This is also asterisk, but I'm going to go with Porto. I like their football. I'm going to go Porto.
Yeah. I'm going with Inter, you know. Inter.
That game they have a draw.
Pastor, they can't draw. Someone has to advance.
Well, penalty. If the going penalties, Porto win.
Okay, and you say it's a good draw, so you want to say a Porto win. That's what you want to say then. All right, thank you very much. Why I'm telling you, Inter winning this game. Inter, Milan, put Milan going through. All right, that's all I'm telling you. But it's okay. And then the final one of the day, then we wrapped up the stream. The big one, Mr. Mbappe's club, PSG, with 2 world stars, Neymar and Messi on it. So Mbappe's club with Neymar and Messi on it, facing the mighty Bayern, playing very good football. Musiala, Sane, Mane running Rokos. Yes. And obviously, I have Choupo-Moting. I don't know how this guy gets into teams. He just goes around and play for all the big teams in the world, you know. And I don't. Choupo-Moting one time at Stoke. So he leaves from Stoke, gone to PSG, gone to Bayern. I don't know. That man is robbing football. He's playing good. He scores goal, but he's robbing football. Oh, you can just leave from Stoke and no non-league football to I don't know. Oh, someone can explain to me. Oh, Choupo-Moting always turn up at big team.
JD, the player has an agent that is fluid.
Are they
So
fluid?
he moves. So he moves him. He moves him where the benefit is optimum. I not only have a German name, but I trust in systems, and the German mechanism has never failed. So, for me, Munich.
Munich. Dr. Dan, someone someone please educate me on chip promoting. What does that guy brings to football for him to get so much big call up for different?
Hard work. He's a hard worker, JD. Hustle.
He's just a hustler.
Yeah, coaches like that.
He has Jamaican blood in him.
Oh, yeah, maybe. That's a
Check his
Cameroon. There's from Cameroon.
You see him end up at Manchester City. I wonder what he does end up at Manchester City because I need a backup for some reason when they have Alvarez there.
Love me player. I'm gonna give you a preview of the World Cup.
Okay, all right then. Well, let's see. Dr. Dan, who you going for in this game?
JD,
Paris or Bayern?
Listen, my sentiment is this. I think PSG gonna win because I think this is Messi last chance to win another one, and then I think he's gonna want to put his play hard, and I think Neymar and Mbappe want to give it to him. So I'm gonna say PSG.
All right. You see, if I don't stick with football here, it would be very bad, and I have to stick with football basics. What PSG did right throughout the time is criminal. If they start all three of these players, Messi, Neymar, and Mbappe, I am not saying Bayern will win. Bayern will dominate PSG. You cannot disrespect football. Be doing these things. They are too open, and I know they are not going to do it. They have to redefine formations unless they're going to find a way to play one of them as just a lone striker, which Mbappe said he's not going to play anything. He doesn't want to play. He wants to leave the club if he doesn't want to play that. So clearly they are at odds at this point, and it's just tough to have three players that don't tackle, don't do nothing on the field aside with defensive help, and not just pure attacking. And if you can't get the ball with a team like Bayern Munich, I think it's going to be tough.
JD, a lot of people, when Spain won the World Cup, laugh with glee on their minimal use of defenders and the success that it got them. You know why fairy tales are not more popular?
Mm-hmm.
The same reason the statement has credence that lightning don't strike one place twice,
Mm-hmm.
which is not necessarily true. However, the fairy tale Spain World Cup lack of defenders will never ever happen again in football. Not in a million years.
It will be more towards Pep Guardiola's system rather than the fluid and don't really need much on the defensive. The midfielder can press and get the ball. It's not going to. Yeah, that's true. It's not going to be like that anymore. But I think Manchester City have actually redefined it, so it can happen in a different way with some additions this time.
It has to have more teeth to it. Well, not to it. A team that is going to try to play all of those fluid players will have to get some pit bulls type players to make the midfield. And you're literally going to have to make your defense your midfield.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of your defense line is going to be on the half line all the time. So you have to be cutting laces way up there. So and really, it's just not going to happen. Football is played within systems, And there are so many systems that cut through that like a hot knife through butter.
You're reaching, they have defenders, and they have defenders better than a lot of your team. So stop disrespect the team. Anyways, so Bayern, everyone going with, right? Bayern, everyone going with Pasta, right?
So JD,
Bayern.
quick question, JD.
Yes,
so who do
Bayern.
you,
No, Bayern, you going with PSG? Bayern,
I am. But yes, I am PSG. Question: who do you leave out of that three? Then who do you leave out of that three?
I think the one that will be playing lower. I think Messi I would leave out.
You can't. They're not gonna leave. Oh, okay. I mean, I don't think they're gonna leave Messi out.
Yeah, well, they're going to. Yeah, one will get substituted. They're not going to leave them out. One will be forced off. Just watch. Believe me. Remember, click this video. Remember, if they start the three of them, they're going to get embarrassed, and one of them will get substituted.
No, I do agree with that. But the problem is, I'm trying to how. Because that's their offense. That's how they score goals. So if you leave out your goal scorers, how are you going to beat Bayern Munich?
Mbappe's on the field and Neymar's on the field and Messi will be fresh coming on, but you can't play two of them because they can't play all three of them. It's too open. And none of them have a defensive output. Absolute none.
Yeah,
Mbappe might have at 5%.
Verratti's going to get run over. Yes, that is true. But I also think that
if they play the three of them, Bayern is up 3-0 by halftime. If they play two of them, Bayern is still up by 2 goals halftime. Because if they play 2 of them, JD, who is going to be the dog that they're going to put with them? Because you have to have somebody that's going to fit any 2 of them going away from that person, because that's how they play. They're going to go away.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the stats to show you their games, so you can see.
They do give up a lot of goals, JD. You're right. I've been watching the French league. I watched the French league. They give up a lot of goals. You're right. They seems to not. That's why they lost first place in the group, because they that's true. But I just believe that on that game, the offense click. It doesn't matter how many. Doesn't matter who they play, they'll win. But they do give up a lot of goals, that's the problem, because Bayern is just as good as them.
Yeah, but look
here's what's gonna happen. Bayern defense is not a walkthrough. So despite the quality of Neymar, Messi, and the Bayern defense is a shrinkenized unit.
So that's and their midfield. Remember, the Kimmich and those guys are in it. They can pick ball up from even earlier. And Sané and Mane is like. Sané and Mane, I don't see PSG winning this. I don't know how PSG will win it. I just can't see it. You know, unless you're gonna have 6-7 ridiculous goals from PSG, which they do have it in them, but you're calling on them to be just out of this world on the day.
Let me go on record and say this. If PSG wins this game,
they are going to win the
finals. No. For them to win the championship, they would have to have 2 more games like winning this game in the bag. 2 more. And I don't think they will have 2 more. So this would be the finals. Because they're going to have a Messi spectacular 25 yards out. They have to have a clinical pass inside to split the defense, where it's going to be a tap-in for anybody. But you need 3 out of the box play for them to win this.
Well, Messi,
and then they're going to have to replicate it 2 more times.
Messi have to come up big, but guys, I'm very sorry. I want PSG to do well. I know Dr. Dan says he's going to have sentiments because he wants Messi to do well, but you can't just pray for Messi to do well, man. You have to come out, because the next team are prayers to,
Well, JD, JD, what I'm saying is that it's part sentiment and part football. I think that those are clearly the top 3 players. So that's the footballing thing. I've watched them in the French league this year, even though I don't know what's going on with them. They're on and off, but their goal ratio, I think 12 goals, 13 goals, 14 goals each. So they're scoring. They're scoring.
They're scoring. Yeah. They're scoring.
People are saying the French league is Farmers League, but I don't disagree. I don't agree with that. But I just think that they will give Bayern a fight, and I actually think they'll edge it out. I think they'll come out on top.
All right then. We're gonna revisit us. So guys, we have come to the end. Let me just go through these comments. Yes, if you haven't liked the videos yet, please do so. If you haven't shared, please do so. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We will all off on the preview today because it's limited amount of games, so it makes no sense for me to string up a 2-hour stream for one video. So what I will do, I will just come and do the run after the video, the game, and then I will merge it with something Reggae Boyz, because obviously we are gonna have the preview for the Reggae Boyz Cameroon game. So I will mix both of them tomorrow evening. So join me back tomorrow evening. All right. Yes. And in the future, I will have maybe 2 days time. We will have a Nigeria video over the Imaxit channel. So definitely join us over there as well. Brian says, JD, your guess is as good as mine. Not sure how he gets big clubs. Maybe I should hire his agent. Yes, I think a lot of we should hire his agent. All right. TikTok said he has a low goal per minute ratio, but has won many trophies. Okay. JD, Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting was born in Germany and was free transfer. So Bayern take the cheaper part. Okay, all right. Well, I don't know. Choupo-Moting is gonna win 50,000 titles, and I don't know. Moting started up the Bundesliga in his younger days, playing for Schalke. He's well known. Yes, he's well known, but come on, big TikTok man. You know, with other players playing so good, it surprised me. Oh, he still gets games, you know. Yeah, man, massive respect, man. Dani Alves, going to another World Cup. Firmino not. Wow. Ruchin said, good show as usual, good insight, and a bit of banter. Yeah, man. And I'm gonna tell you, we'll bring something different around here, man. Nothing can replicate, man. So, guys, yet again, Pastor, Mr. Wood, Dr. Dan, ask her the link next time in the chat, in the WhatsApp. Send it at the same time. Yeah, man. And we just keep on chopping it up from early. Yes, so that's
respect JD, man. This was good, man. Appreciate your insight.
Yes, and nobody follow some of them man, brother. Some of them man mash up Jamaica with them behavior and the way them think. And then we need to get to read out of Jamaica, you know. So
no, it's
don't follow it, brother.
No, JD, it's good to have critical thinking and very unbiased opinions, because sports is very emotional. Sports can bring people together. Sports can divide people. Sports is like politics.
Yeah.
Right? So when you have people unbiased opinions and people who want the best, it's okay. What we need to do as Jamaican, including myself, when I was younger, I realized constructive criticism is not a bad thing. It's not. And I mean, and I know.
Yeah, but it's not going to change. Dr. Dan, it's not going to change. It will have to take the next generation to change it.
We have to try somewhere, right? We have to try
no. My Boy TV not going to change it. No, it's not going to change it. May I tell you? Just don't bother Dr. Dan. Like here, what kind of serum you have, it's not going to change it.
I mean, I can give some SSRIs. I can give some SSRIs.
Yeah, man, it's not going to change it. So, Pastor, thanks very much for being here, guys. We are going to show up because we overspeak to our West. Welcome.
Always a privilege and a pleasure for it.
Yeah, man. Big up yourself, big deal, and big up every single one that actually participated today. Great show. Let we continue doing it this way. All right. So peace out and see you in the next one. All right.
All right, JD.